Friday night football from Montpelier, Ohio, as we get ready to bring you a football game from the Toledo Area Athletic Conference tonight as we welcome you into Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier on another gorgeous night for high school football. A temperature that is, again, it's kind of been our theme throughout all of these weeks of football as we embark upon week 7. We are at least in the upper 70s to low 80s and have stayed in the 70s through most of these football Friday nights. And it looks to be more of the same tonight. Tonight, an important start to that back half of the Montpelier schedule. If they have any hopes of that postseason berth, Montpelier knows that they have to run the table. They're going to be favored in at least 3 of the last 4 games. And then depending on how things shake out, maybe in that final game at Eden. But they know they have to run the table to have any shot at a week 11. Meanwhile, for Ottawa Hills, it is a rebuild year after 3 sensational seasons of trips to the postseason. And in fact, the last couple of years to the regional semifinals, Ottawa Hills comes in at 2-4. This is the AG Irrigation pregame show. Maximize yield, minimize waste, and then water when needed. Montpelier hammered last week by the favorite and they're playing like the favorite right now in Whiteford as they lost that one soundly a week ago by the final of 60-7. And that ended a short 2-game winning streak by the Locos when they went up into Michigan. Meanwhile, for Ottawa Hills, they have dropped 2 in a row. They were beaten by Eden last week on the road, 34-12. Just getting started on that AG Irrigation pregame show. When we come back, we'll dive into both these teams and their seasons thus far and have conversations about them presented by Brian Ford Lincoln. That's on the way from Montpelier after these messages.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends at a kitchen that is open to the public with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest. Friday nights are all about hometown pride, and Bryan Home Center is proud to support our local high school athletes this season. Just like your team fights hard under the lights, Bryan Home Center is working hard to bring you the best in furniture, mattresses, flooring, and outdoor poly furniture with savings that make every home a winner. So whether you're cheering from the bleachers or relaxing at home after the game, Bryan Home Center has the comfort and style you need. Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building in Bryan, supporting the community, supporting the teams, and supporting you.
Whether you need a simple repair or a complete overhaul on your vehicle, Batten Stevens Body Shop is your one-stop shop. Batten Stevens Body Shop on Independence Road in Defiance is the #1 voted body shop in the region. They're the only FCA, Ford, and GM certified body shop in all of Northwest Ohio. And they are your experts on all makes and models. Batten Stevens Body Shop, Defiance. Come in with confidence, drive out with satisfaction. Welcome back to Montpelier on this homecoming night. Our Brian Ford Lincoln conversation about both these teams and their seasons. Montpelier 3-3 overall. They have matched their win total from all of last year when they went 3-7. They are 2-1 in the TAC, so they've eclipsed the win total from a year ago. It's only a couple of years removed from Montpelier's last playoff appearance, which happened in 2023. That was their first in 30 years when you take out the COVID year of 2020. Andy Robinson in his 4th year as head coach of this program, 16-21. They returned 10 starters to this team this year on offense and 9 on defense. It's a unit that lost only a couple of seniors. They started the year with a win over Antwerp and back-to-back losses to 5-1 teams now, losing to Woodmore and Edgerton. 1-2 straight by beating Erie Mason and Summerfield, Michigan, before being smoked by Whiteford, Michigan a week ago. When you look at some of the numbers for this team this season. They are a program that has really had some ups and downs as far as the offense is concerned. They have 1,064 passing yards on the season, and they have a total of 668 rushing yards. So 177 passing yards per game, 111 rushing yards per game. Hayden Sharps is the quarterback, 80 of 122, so completing 66% of his passes for 1,029 yards, 9 touchdowns, and he's thrown 4 interceptions on the season. Griffin Cooley, the leading rusher, at 385 yards, averaging 7 yards per carry. He has 5 rushing touchdowns. Sharps has rushed for 154, and Carter Meek at 121 on the season. When you look at the receiving numbers for the year, 3 in double digits as far as catches. Wesley Hartsock has caught 26 balls for 341 yards, averaging 13 yards a catch, couple of touchdowns. Griffin Cooley has 4 receiving touchdowns among his 20 receptions for 250 yards, and Jackson Staler has caught 14 passes for 191 and 2 touchdowns, averaging 14 yards per reception. Braylon Hopper then next at 9 receptions on the season. The Locos this year, as we said, have had some up and down type Friday nights. They're scoring 23 points per game and allowing 31 points per game on the season. We flip the script now and talk a little Ottawa Hills, and this is a program that last year saw them go 10-2. They won the TAC again for a third straight year at 4-0. Brandon Carter in his third year as head coach, playoffs all 3 years, 23-8 as the head coach. They score 17 a game, so they've been offensively challenged at times. Defensively, like Montpelier, they allow 31 points per game. We mentioned back-to-back regional semi-appearances under Carter, both years losing to a very physical Bluffton team. Graduation hit this program very hard. They return only 3 starters on both sides. They lost 5 All-Ohio performers from last year, and they lost the top running back in the TAC, Rocco Pillarelli, first to St. Francis and now to Whiteford, Michigan, where he'll make his debut tonight. We'll dive into a little bit more on the travels of Rocco Pillarelli, but no longer with Ottawa Hills. Tough schedule when you look at what they've played in the non-conference, as they have losses to Gibsonburg and Evergreen. They're Evergreen 5-1, Gibsonburg 4-2. They did defeat winless Swanton, but that game was only 12-0. And then hammered North Central 39-18. Back-to-back losses now to Hilltop and Eden. They will be without the services of their starting quarterback. That is Cole Coy, who went down injury as a knee injury last week. Expected to be out the rest of the season, and they think he's going to be good for basketball. No surgery will be required. That's great news. Played basketball and baseball against his dad, Cal. It's a great family, and Cole will be back with a vengeance, so hopefully a speedy recovery for him. We believe Smith McDonough is going to be the starting quarterback for them this year. Cole had thrown for 931 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 8 picks on the year. Ian Densmore had led Ottawa Hills in rushing at 495 and 6 touchdowns, and he by far and away was that leading rusher on the season. Meanwhile, the leading receiver is Nickel Fineski, who had 31 catches for 193, but also Toby Stevens has caught 20 passes on the season for 489 and 4 touchdowns. And as we mentioned, they had, I think, some higher hopes as they came into this year, but just got off to that slow start and playing a lot of fresh faces. 21-4, that record under Brandon Carter coming into the season. And, of course, they've now played some games, so it's 23-8 is the record under Brandon Carter at Ottawa Hills. So that's a little bit about both these teams and their seasons to date right now. Again, Montpelier 3-3, and Ottawa Hills is 2-4. The conversations about both those teams are being brought to you here tonight and each and every game night by Brian Ford Lincoln. Stop on in and check out the great savings on new and used vehicles and a whole lot more from your President's Award-winning Ford dealer, and it's a multiple-time President's Award-winning dealer. That is Brian Ford Lincoln. More to come on the AG Irrigation pregame show as we steam on from Montpelier on a Friday night here on B-Rock Sports.
Hi, this is Mackenzie Now with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. Life is full of unexpected moments. At Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, we believe in protecting what matters most, your loved ones. With our life insurance solutions, you can ensure that your family is financially secure no matter what the future holds. Partnering with Auto Owners Insurance, we offer plans that provide peace of mind and protection your family deserves. With Auto Owners Insurance by your side, you can trust that your family is covered when hard times come. Visit AndrewsO'NeillAndLowe.com or call us today because protecting your loved ones is our top priority.
John Dye and everyone at Strong Real Estate in Montpelier would like to wish all the athletes in tonight's game good luck. Located right in the heart of Montpelier, Ohio, Strong Real Estate Solutions is successfully helping people find that perfect home, building lot, or commercial property. Strong Real Estate Associates are available to provide you with full service in all your real estate needs. Contact John Dye today at Strong Real Estate Solutions in Montpelier, Ohio.
Welcome back to Montpelier. We did want to touch just a little bit on the situation with Rocco Pillarelli, a kid that was at Ottawa Hills and went to St. Francis, but now has ended up in Whiteford. Just got cleared this week to be a running back for Whiteford, and coincidentally, they play Eden tonight in a big tax showdown up in Michigan. Rocco falls under the exception to Rule 12 in the Michigan high school transfer rule. It allows an 18-year-old to move independently of their parents from an old school district to the new and can be eligible right away if the student resides within that new school district. He had played 4 games for St. Francis but was going to be ineligible here in Ohio because of failing to qualify for an exception to the OHSAA rule. The OHSAA deemed him ineligible at St. Francis, so Pillarelli was only able to play technically through the first 5 games, but he played in 4, was with Whiteford last week, did not play against Montpelier, but is eligible to play now. So a journey that began at Ottawa Hills for Rocco Pillarelli has now landed him in Whiteford, Michigan tonight to be eligible. By the way, he has a younger brother, Riker. He's a junior. He is still at St. Francis. So kind of a long and winding road, if you will, there. And we wish him nothing but the best as we move forward tonight. All right, let's dive into some keys here this evening for both these teams. And for I think for Montpelier, again, continue to play football and not make it easier on the other team, meaning stay away from big-time mistakes. That they were a little bit intimidated, I think a lot intimidated, maybe by the what Whiteford brought to the table heading into last week's game, and really were out of it from the get-go. So come back with some fire. Come back with that mentality, even though that Ottawa Hills has been the king of the OHSAA. Take the fight to Ottawa Hills. That has been something that I think Andy Robinson wants to get home. They want to just wash the taste out of their mouth at the drubbing that they took last week. And to do that, they have to attack, play mistake-free football, get pressure on what is going to be an inexperienced quarterback. Cole Coy was just settling in, was starting to find his way, and then the unfortunate injury happens. I think for Ottawa Hills, they too can't be their own worst enemy. Not good enough like in the past to overcome any kind of mistakes that they have made. So they have to continue to find and forge their own identity as well. I think for them, for Ottawa Hills, possess the football as well as the night rolls on and make sure that they try to keep it. They're the underdog here tonight. Montpelier, I think, roster-wise, is a deeper team, has more Jimmies and Joes on the roster tonight. So I think for Ottawa Hills, it's possess the football a little bit more and then finish drives and not turn it over. Those are some game changers potentially for tonight, and they are brought to you by the Farmers and Merchants State Bank. Discover the money-saving benefits of a new kind of checking account. With the Bundler by F&M, you can save money on the things you're already paying for while still getting all the features you expect from a checking account. Think of it as your financial playbook, packed with exclusive benefits and savings right at your fingertips. Don't get sidelined. Score big today with the Bundler at your local F&M or fm.bank. Member FDIC. Rolling on here on a Friday night, we can also let you know the officials working tonight's TAC game. It's a little bit of a tweak from maybe what we had been supposed to be a 6-man crew, but down to 5 for tonight. Doug Kutzley is the referee. Troy Roth is the umpire. Mike Evans, the line judge. Jamison Grimm is the head linesman. And Hugo Barajas is the back judge for this game tonight. Those are your officials who are working tonight's game here this evening and have their eyes on the game. Montpelier 3-3. Ottawa Hills is 2-4 as we move into week number 7. We mentioned a little bit more at what's at stake for Montpelier is they got to find a way to 4 wins to close out the season to give them any shot at a postseason. Ottawa Hills probably dreaming a little bit if they think that they're going to get into the postseason by winning out. And we thought, stranger things have happened, but they're up a higher division than Montpelier. So a little bit different scenario for them in playing in Division 6, Region 22. But certainly they want to improve as this year goes on and build some momentum into the offseason. Numbers have dropped off for Ottawa Hills this year for their varsity program. I mentioned that's a little bit of a surprise in terms of all of the success that they had over the last 3 years under Brandon Carter, but it's an ebb and flow for all programs of all division sizes. Make no mistake about that. As we continue, this is the AG Irrigation pregame show for tonight. Time to meet the starters for this one. And as we get in, we did not get starting lineups for the Ottawa Hills Green Bears tonight, so we apologize. On offense for Montpelier, up front, Logan Pontius is the left tackle. Zane Stoll is the left guard. The center is Johnny Fritsch. The right guard is Travis Clifford. And the right tackle is Ryan Riggenball. The quarterback, Hayden Sharps. The running back is Griffin Cooley. The wide receivers are Wesley Hartsock, Carter Meek, Jacob Lyons, and Braylon Hopper. On defense, Logan Pontius, Zane Stoll, and Ryan Riggenball start up front as the 3 down linemen. The 4 backers are Carter Meek, Griffin Cooley, Malachi Smith, and Dom Guilford. And in the secondary, Xavier Eitneier, Jacob Lyons are the corners, and the safeties are Wesley Hartsock and Jackson Staler. Those are your starting lineups for tonight. They are presented to you by Allied Molded Products, where innovation sparks opportunity since 1958. We're rolling along here on a Friday night on the AG Irrigation pregame show. Still to come, we will tell you a little bit about the games around the area tonight, other matchups, and we have some big ones, including one in the GMC as Paulding is on the road trying to add to an already impressive season, but will have their hands full at Edgerton. We'll talk about that and more on the schedule as we continue on that AG Irrigation pregame show in just a moment.
Hi, it's Nick Toole from Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in Wasion. Everyday comfort shouldn't be a challenge. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress is Northwest Ohio's lift chair headquarters, and we believe everyone deserves to sit and stand with ease, safety, and dignity. If you or someone you care for is facing mobility issues, discover the life-changing difference of Ultra Comfort and Lazy Boy lift chairs. These aren't just chairs, they're personalized support systems, crafted to ease pain, reduce strain, and bring back independence. Imagine relaxing after a long day, adjusting your chair at the push of a button with pressure-free reclining and gentle lift assistance. Whether it's reading a book, watching TV, or just finding that perfect cozy position, we've got a chair that fits just right. Come see us at Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in the Wasion Plaza and try one of our 29 in-stock lift chairs. Feel the difference, because comfort should never come with compromise, and care starts with the right chair. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress, where comfort meets compassion.
It's game time, and Direct Link is your home team for unbeatable deals. Score big on appliances from GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, Frigidaire, and Amana. Furnish your space with winning style from Ashley Furniture and sleep like a champion on a Molecule or Puffy mattress. And when the clock's ticking on a repair, Direct Link's all-star service team works on all appliances. Proud to back our local athletes, Direct Link, your hometown connection for quality, comfort, and service.
Be part of the Montpelier Athletic Boosters and help support all the athletes at the Montpelier School schools by calling 419-485-6785. The Montpelier Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the Montpelier athletes good luck in today's game. Strive to be the best, and you will succeed at everything you do. The Montpelier Boosters are proud of all your achievements. Good luck and do your best. That's all anyone can ask. And go Locos!
Back out here in Montpelier, let's dive into that schedule of games for tonight across Northwest Ohio for week number 7, or this weekend as it were. This weekend in the Toledo Area Athletic Conference, in addition to this one, the big one is Eden up at Whiteford, Michigan. Eden, a quiet 5-1 start to the year and unbeaten in the TAC, and of course Whiteford unbeaten in the TAC as well. Hilltop playing Summerfield, Michigan this weekend, and Erie Mason is at North Central this weekend. Huge collision tonight in the GMC. Paulding off to their best start since 1988 are playing at 5-1 Edgerton. Paulding is 6-0. Fairview still very much alive in the title chase. They're hosting Antwerp tonight. Wayne Trace is at Tenora, and Ayersville is at Hicksville. In the NWOAL, Bryan a heavy favorite to win game number 2 on the season, and a league game as they host Swanton. Liberty Center is at Evergreen, continuing to ride that lengthy winning streak. Archbold's at Wauseon, and Delta will invade Patrick Henry. Defiance is at Kenton tonight in the Western Buckeye League. Napoleon hosting Springfield in the NLL. Cardinal Stritches at Holgate in 8-man football. And tomorrow in 8-man football, it's Fremont St. Joseph at Stryker. Again, Brandon Carter, third year, 23-8. Andy Robinson in his fourth year as Montpelier head coach is 16-21. That'll do it for the pregame show for tonight, being brought to you by AG Irrigation. Maximize yield, minimize waste, and then water when needed. Ottawa Hills won the toss tonight, and the coin toss, and they have elected to take the football. They were going to try to, as we said, maybe shorten the game tonight. We expect Smith McDonough. Smith McDonough got all of the reps last week after the injury that Cole Coy suffered. Cole just a sophomore in this system. It was his first year starting at quarterback for Ottawa Hills. Chase Miller was the 4-year starter, and a terrific one for the Green Bears. I mean, they lost a ton to graduation from last season. In fact, it's kind of been a little bit of attrition over the last couple of years. Montpelier in their powder blue look here tonight with the dark blue trim, white pants, white helmets tonight, and the dark Montpelier block M on the side of the helmet. Ottawa Hills, white jerseys, green numbers, black pants, black helmet with a green decal here this evening as well. That sun setting, game time temperature is spectacular, absolutely beautiful. We will hang and be around the 70s all game long tonight. Just happy you can spend part of your Friday night with us here on B-Rock 100.9. Ready to kick it away. Montpelier to Ottawa Hills. They will send a couple of men deep. Toby Stevens and Peyton Scott will go deep for the Green Bears. Wesley Hartsock going to kick it away here for Montpelier. Ottawa Hills will move right to left here in this opening quarter. Back-to-back weeks, we've had special events going, actually back-to-back weeks. Last week, for instance, it was Military Appreciation at Paulding. Here tonight, it is homecoming night. 2 weeks ago, we had homecoming over in Edgerton. Ready to roll. Montpelier's 3-3. Winnable games the rest of the way. Big favorites, at least on paper, or decent size favorites on paper the next 3 games starting tonight. Hartsock checks both ways, the run-up, and off we go from Montpelier on a Week 7 Friday night. One of the upmen will receive it. That's Blake Carver, and Carver will bang his way out near the 40-yard line before he's lassoed in by Ryan Rigabaugh there, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Green Bears from that spot. Let's see if, in fact, it is who we think the quarterback will be, or if it's been tweaked. Again, if you're just joining us, we got stats and starters from Brandon Carter, which we greatly appreciate, but did not get a starting lineup for them tonight. And it will be Will Hickey in the backfield. The quarterback will be Nickel Fineski. Fineski is the sophomore. They'll bring a man in motion and belly it up to Toby Stevens, trying to get the edge outside. Stevens turns the corner before he's shoved out of bounds near the 45-yard line by Wesley Hartsock. That'll be close to 5 and will be 5 on the run for Stevens, who is a senior wide receiver / wingback. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from the 45-yard line. Again, Ottawa Hills moving right to left. Fineski is in the backfield, joined by Will Hickey. Fineski, the quarterback, Hickey, the left halfback. 2 receivers to the right. Double handoff coming, and Montpelier sniffed it out. They are going to smother Grant Raymer all the way back to the 36-yard line. The D-line got upfield with the push. Logan Pontius led that push, and it's a loss of 9 back to the 36-yard line. So now Ottawa Hills not equipped for 3rd and long of any kind, but this is 3rd and extremely long, 3rd and 14, back at their own 36-yard line, trying to avoid that dreaded 3 and out to start the game. 2 receivers go to the right, 1 receiver comes left. There's a wing back to the left as well for Fineski. Hickey in the backfield. 3rd and 14. Play action throw on a bubble screen to the far side. The catch is made by Reamer, but not going anywhere as Griff Cooley read that beautifully. In fact, he'll lose 2 yards on the play. So they end up getting 3 snaps and go -6. And it's a punting situation now for the Green Bears. Max Bigiani is a sophomore punter. Going deep for Montpelier. Bigioni is going to angle it away from Jackson Staylor, and it'll dribble out of bounds on the far side, and Montpelier will stand to get great field position here as they're going to spot this thing near the, where are we officially going, 36-yard line? So it'll only be a 28-yard punt and no return for Bigiani's punt. So from the 36, 1st down and 10 for the Montpelier offense. The defense did its job. 3 receivers come to the right side. 2 receivers go left, so that'll empty the backfield for Hayden Sharps in this spread offense. They've run the ball a little bit more and done so with a lot of effectiveness with Cooley in the backfield. A terrific back. 4 down lineman for Ottawa Hills. The throw on a curl route. Cooley to catch. 40. Bulls his way to the 45. Still on his feet to the 50. That'll be a pitch and catch for 14 on the play. He'll be brought down by Miles Weary, another sophomore for Ottawa Hills. We mentioned a very young, and forgive the term for the Green Bears, green team overall. 1st and 10 at midfield for this Montpelier offense. Just underway, no score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard a couple of minutes into this game. 2-by-2 look with receiver set. Cooley will be the running back standing to the left of Sharps in the shotgun. Handoff on the inside to Cooley. Stiff arm at midfield. Wrestled near out of bounds, but kept the legs moving before John Denny and Trace Douglas helped get him out of bounds. But Cooley able to run for 5, and it'll be 2nd down and 5 from the Ottawa Hills 45-yard line. Hash mark near side on the spot. 2nd down and 5. Andy Robinson, the head coach, calls the plays for this Montpelier offense. 2 receivers go left in the form of Meek and Hartsock. 2 receivers to the right with Hopper and Lyons. Cooley in the backfield. 3 down linemen and a couple of edge rushers potentially coming. Zone read, keep for Sharps. 45-40, lowers the shoulder inside the 35 down to about the 31-yard line. Scissored down there by Trace Douglas, but a 14-yard run, 13 yards on the run for Hayden Sharps, and another move the stick situation. 1st and 10, Montpelier at the Ottawa Hills 32-yard line. Going with 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver set to the right. Cooley remains in the backfield for Sharps. On this 1st down and 10 snap. Sharps, a little wide, but handles it. Sharps wants the go route, looking down the sideline, and it's incomplete. Coverage, Toby Stevens. Hopper, the intended target, and had a step, but just unable to bring it in. and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Montpelier liking the matchup. Meanwhile, Paulding strikes first. 6-0, a minute in. Hunt found Jordan Manns for a 65-yard pass play. Good luck, Edgerton. Decent DBs, but Jalen and Jordan Manns are lightning fast. Trips to the left, twins to the right. 2nd down and 10 for Montpelier at the 32-yard line. 9:07 to play as an Ottawa Hills player will head off. John Denny, a little hobbled. He'll be replaced by Grant Reamer. Let's see if Sharps finds him and picks on the new cover corner on the far side. It's a little screen that's going to be caught far side of the field. Carter Meek, and he lost the football. Scramble for it, and who comes away with it? I believe Montpelier got it back. Good hustle play to go get it by Hartsock, and Montpelier maintains possession. They did pick up a couple of yards. They'll have a 3rd and 5 from the 27-yard line of Ottawa Hills. 4-down territory, you have to believe, here for Montpelier. On a 3rd and 5 at the 27. Couple of receivers to the right, one receiver going left, and a halfback on either side of Sharps out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Cooley gets the call. Left side, running room and more. 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Cooley from 25 makes a house call, and Montpelier draws first blood. Great call by Andy Robinson. Saw the numbers that he had. Did not have a loaded box. Saw a seam as they spread the field. Give it to Cooley, and he rambles 25 yards for the score. And now they'll go for 2. Nope, they're going to kick the extra point, beg your pardon. Dom Guilford will kick it. Staler the holder. Snap is a good one. Place down, kick on the way, and the extra point is good. First score of the night belongs to Montpelier on the Andres O'Neill & Lowe scoreboard. 7-0 Locos on B-Rock Sports.
Are you ready to tackle your next projects with the best equipment in town? Then look no further than Black Swamp Equipment, serving Bryant, Archbold, and Defiance. Right now, we have incredible deals on Steel chainsaws. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a weekend warrior, Steel has you covered. And that's not all. Need to chip or split that wood? We've got you covered with wood chipper and wood splitter rentals too. But wait, there's more. Our Milwaukee tool sale is happening now. Upgrade your tool kit with top quality Milwaukee tools at unbeatable prices. Stop in or give us a call to discover everything that's on sale. Black Swamp Equipment. Locations in Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance.
Well, a 6-play, 64-yard drive capped off by a Griff Cooley 25-yard TD run, and that makes it 7-0 Montpelier here after their first set of downs on the night. So a great start there and good mix from that Montpelier offense of run-pass on that drive. Correction, it was a 7-play drive for 64 yards. Hartsock has it teed up, ready to kick away. Again, deep for Ottawa Hills, Toby Stevens. And Peyton Scott on the far side. Stevens on the near side. They did not kick deep last time. Craver, one of the up men, got it. They'll go onside here. It's a ball that Hop is still loose near the 40-yard line. It's going to be a scramble for it, and I think Montpelier came away with it. They did. Malachi Smith got on it. And the onside by Montpelier, they'll steal a possession. And the Locos will have plus field position to take over on this drive as they'll begin at the 42-yard line. 42-yard line, yes, is where Montpelier will go to work. With full early momentum here. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Couple of halfbacks in for Sharps as Montpelier sends Cooley in motion to the far side. They'll give it on a sweep here to Meek. Meek at the 40. Can't turn the corner. Good open field tackle made by Trace Douglas after Meek is able to get 4 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 6. That was zone read all the way, and they bellied it up with Meek, who came to the near side edge. So 2nd down and 6. But again, Douglas, great open space tackle. Twins to the left. One receiver goes to the right. Cooley and Meek in the backfield. Cooley, the left halfback. Meek, the right halfback. 3 down linemen for Ottawa Hills, but again, an edge rusher. They'll hand it off to Cooley. Cooley stutter step in the hole. Got away from one man, but cannot get away from the leading tackler for Ottawa Hills, Jace Neuendorf, who is one of the senior leaders on this team. And Neuendorf came and bowled him over, knocked him back to the 40. So now it'll be a 3rd and 8 for Montpelier at the Ottawa Hills 40. A little more than 5 minutes in, Montpelier a 7-0 lead on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Montpelier second possession after going onside, getting onside kick. 2-by-2 with the wide receiver look. Cooley, the running back. Play clock at 10 on a 3rd down and 8. 4-man rush for Ottawa Hills. Stepping away from traffic. Here's Sharps now, may tuck and run. 40, 35, sideline right, out of bounds, and tight ropes down to the 31. Pushed out of bounds by Miles Wary, but that is going to be just enough for the 1st down, as he needed 8, got 9. Then it'll be 1st and 10 after the Sharps scramble at the Ottawa Hills 31-yard line. Good looking start here as they convert on a 3rd down as well. Going left as the 2 wide receivers, Hartsock and Meek. Coming to the right side, Lyons and Hopper. Cooley in the backfield, 1st and 10 at the 31. Straight drop for Sharps, no pressure. Still no pressure. Now steps up, can't find a receiver. He's at the 30. Sharps gets away from Neuendorf, still on his feet. 25, 20, pushed out of bounds on the far side by Craver, who saved a touchdown. Great scramble that time by Sharps, and he's going to bust off 21 all the way down to the 11-yard line. So 1st and 10 Montpelier at the 11 of Ottawa Hills. Leading at 7-0 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard, and looking for more here. 6:19 to play in this opening quarter. 4 receiver set to the right. 1 receiver goes left on a 1st and 10 at the 11 of the Green Bears. And now a timeout taken by Montpelier. We'll spend one with them almost halfway through the first. 7-0 Locos, but looking for more when we come back.
Looking for everything you need for your home, farm, and furry friends? Stop by Eden Farmers Co-op, your neighborhood country store with locations in Eden, Edgerton, and Montpelier. They've got it all. Pet supplies, animal food, bird food, outdoor products, and a full line of Land O'Lakes feed and seed treatments. Need grain storage, fertilizer, or soil sampling? They've got you covered. Plus, don't forget their top-notch feed mill services. Eden Farmers Co-op, serving your community with quality and care. Stop by today. Eden Farmers Co-op, your partner in the field and at home.
7-0 Montpelier leading Ottawa Hills. 1st and 10 for the Locos at the 11-yard line of the Green Bears. Griffin Cooley has the touchdown run of the game from 25. Ottawa Hills, halfway through the quarter almost, has had it for all of 3 snaps. Went 3 and out on their first possession. Then Montpelier, after the touchdown, onside kick that was successful. Still quads to the right here as far as wide receiver look. 1 receiver to the left, so Montpelier did not change formation. Shotgun, here's Sharps on 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, lots of time. Now pocket closes. Sharps trying to dance away from trouble, does so. Sharps on the move to the right, throws towards the end zone. It's caught. It's going to be short of the end zone. Staylor came back to get it. It's probably going to be enough for a 1st down at the 1, which would make it 1st and goal there. Sharps with his legs keeping things alive. Never looked to run that time. Did a great job of eyes up the field. And then his receiver, Staylor, helped him out running with him. Came back and got it. And it is a 1st and goal from the 1. 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback draw. Sharps kind of burrows his way in. Is in for a Montpelier touchdown. Hayden Sharps from a yard out. Couple of TD runs, and that'll cap off the 8-play drive. And they'll add to their lead and now make it 13-0 with the Guilford PAT to come. So early on, Montpelier looks like a well-oiled offensive machine here to start things. Again, Staylor to hold. A little bit high on the snap, but Staylor did a nice job of getting it down, and Guilford's extra point is good. Updated score now on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard is Montpelier 14, Ottawa Hills nothing. We're back in 30.
Get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan and pick up your gallon of paint to finish up those outside projects at tremendous prices. Find the newest colors that are trending for 2025 and the best paint on the market, Clark & Kensington. Clark & Kensington paint should be your paint of choice. With excellent coverage, washability, and a lifetime warranty, Clark & Kensington paint with the primer built right in is the only paint you'll ever buy. And Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan is ready to help. Ace, the helpful place.
Welcome back out here to Montpelier. High school sports coverage, not just during football season, but in every sport that we cover. Brought to you in part by Direct Link Appliances, Donaldson's Ace Hardware, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, Baldy's Furniture, and Black Swamp Equipment. We'll let you know more as the night rolls on. 2 for 2 on possessions for Montpelier, on finishing with touchdowns. That was an 8-play, 42-yard drive. Hayden Sharps with a 1-yard plunge for the TD. So good execution on all phases for Montpelier here in the early going. Again, Paulding jumps on top of Edgerton 6-0. Here is Hartsock's kick, and it's a high bouncer, and a diving stab is made at it by Grant Reamer just inside the 45-yard line. So Ottawa Hills will start in a good spot here from their own 44. Unprecedented success for Ottawa Hills football the last 3 years that saw them go 21-4, including a couple of trips to the regional semifinals. Just ran into a physical Bluffton team 2 straight years. They matched up a little better with them 2 years ago, but not last year. That was a little more finesse-oriented Ottawa Hills team. They'll spread the field here. 2 receivers both ways. Tight end to the left. Man goes in motion to the far side. This is a zone read keep for Fineski, who will slither forward for a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Well, they gave him 2, so 2nd down and 8 from the 46-yard line. Good job coming up that time. Xavier Eidenauer from his corner position to make the stop. We're 5.5 and rolling to play in the first. 14-0. Montpelier with the lead. Ottawa Hills going right to left. They'll stare at a 2nd and 8 at their own 46. Hash mark near side. 2 receivers go wide to the right. They'll bunch 3 receivers to the left. Now flip the tight end, Tommy Hopkins, over to the right side. Motion again is Reamer. It'll be another quarterback run, and it's Fineski, the athlete, who jukes and jives his way into Montpelier territory to the 48-yard line. He'll pick up 6. And it'll leave Ottawa Hills with a 3rd and 2 from the Montpelier 48-yard line. Again, Fineski, the quarterback for Cole Coy, who got injured, dinged up his knee a week ago. No surgery. That's the good news for Cole. So 3rd and 2 for Ottawa Hills at the Montpelier 48. Plenty of time on the play clock. 3 receivers bunch right. 2 receivers come to the left. It's kind of a stack. Reamer in motion, and now timeout, Green Bears. We'll stay right here for that Ottawa Hills timeout. Next week, it's off to Edgerton as another big matchup, and it becomes even bigger if Edgerton knocks off Paulding tonight. Paulding and Edgerton playing. Paulding has a 1-game lead in the GMC. Edgerton, a team chasing them. Also, Fairview now chasing them. Fairview will be at Edgerton. We'll have that for you next Friday night. Fairview at Edgerton on B-Rock 100.9. Big thanks to all of our Cleveland listeners and sponsors. What a magical run to get in, win the division. All came to an end yesterday as the Detroit Tigers move on, winning in 3 in the wild card series. So we're done with Cleveland baseball till 2026. but a memorable season nonetheless. Second time out was taken there by Ottawa Hills. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers in kind of a wing to the left, so an empty backfield for Fineski. Here's the 3rd and 2. He wanted to throw the quick screen. It wasn't there. Now he turns it inside and is going to have the first down as he hops over Staylor to the 44. Needed 2, collected 4, and that'll move the sticks for a Green Bears first down. Right now it appears as if they are going to be running everything through Fineski here right now. He has been the majority of the ball carrier here early on. That's the first down of the game, by the way, for Ottawa Hills tonight. 1st and 10 at the 44. Under 4 to go in the first. 14-0 Montpelier. 2 receivers stacked left. A wing and a receiver to the right with 1 running back. Man goes in motion. It's his own read and a jet sweep to Stevens. Toby Stevens trying to get outside and will get to the 40. Chased out of bounds by Hartsock over there. Did he get to the 40? Maybe not. They said he stepped out back near the 43-yard line, so only a pickup of 1 for Toby Stevens on the jet sweep. 2nd down and 9 for the Green Bears. Trailing 14-0 to Montpelier here on homecoming night. We'll be back here in Montpelier 2 weeks when North Central comes calling for that TAC matchup. First matchup between the two in varsity football ever. 2nd down and 9, Ottawa Hills. Play clock down to single digits. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They want the screen to the near side. It's caught by Reamer. He misses it, makes 2 Montpelier men miss before being wrestled down by Malachi Smith near the 37-yard line. Didn't quite get enough for a first down. Picked up about 6, and now to leave them with a 3rd and a 2 call here. 3rd and 2 for Ottawa Hills from the 36-yard line. They're offensively challenged right now, so you have to believe this is 4-down territory. And very un-Ottawa Hills-like, they don't have a field goal kicker. They have nobody that's even attempted one. Usually they bring one in from soccer, and they're really good in the special teams. Punting isn't bad, but just no kicker. 3rd and 2. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the zone read. Great read off the edge, but Fineski got away from the tackle and may have spun his way to a first down. Dom Guilford was there, had him sealed, but Fineski stiff arm past him and got the 2 yards needed when that probably should have been a loss of yardage on the play. But Ottawa Hills keeps the drive alive, and they have a 1st and 10 now at the Montpelier 34. And that's back-to-back 3rd down conversions for the Green Bears on this drive. Trailing 14-0, 2.5 and counting to play in the first. Reamer and Denny go wide to the right. Toby Stevens is near side on the play on the left with Tommy Hopkins, the tight end. They want the near side throw, and it's caught by Stevens, pushed out of bounds by Xavier Eideneyer. And that is a quick gain, though, of 6 on the play, maybe 7. And it'll be 2nd and short, 2nd and 4 from the 28 of Montpelier. Pretty good-looking drive here for Ottawa Hills. Came in averaging only 17 a game in scoring on the season. 2 and 4 start to the year. Montpelier at 500 at 3 and 3. 2nd and 4 to Ottawa Hills at the 28 of Montpelier. A wing and a receiver to the right. 2 receivers stacked to the left. Man goes in motion. Another jet sweep give off the right side to Reamer, and he's hit in the backfield for a loss. Malachi Smith read it beautifully and pins him back down at the 30. So now it will be 3rd and 6. Again, 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. 4 down territory for this inexperienced offense. 3rd down and 6. At the 30 of Montpelier. Locos lead 14-0 late in the first here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Ottawa Hills, plenty of time on the play clock. Fineski, the sophomore quarterback, sends trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. There's also a wingback to the left. That's Tommy Hopkins, more of an H-back. They'll flip him in motion now and move him over to the right. Fineski, roll out to the right. Fineski wants to throw. Fineski under pressure. Can't get rid of. Now he does late and throws it away just as everything was caving in on him. Pontius and Smith were closing in. And now it will be 4th down and 6 from the 30-yard line. So 4th and 6. This is the 10th play of the drive coming up. And as expected, the offense stays out there. Hilltop has grabbed a 7-6 lead. They're playing in Summerfield, Michigan tonight. Cadets trying for their 3rd win of the year. So here's your 4th and 6 from the 30 of Montpelier. 2 receivers left. 2 receivers in a wing to the right. Fineski in the gun. Fineski wants to throw. The little curl route is caught and then dropped incomplete. The stick knocked it free, and Ottawa Hills will give it up on down. So Montpelier bends, but they do not break, and they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line, up 2 touchdowns. Late in the first quarter, it's Paulding 14 and Edgerton nothing. The Panthers wanting to move to 7-0 on the year. Best Paulding team in almost 40 years, 3 decades plus. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, inside give. Hit immediately, and Meek kept the legs moving. 35-40. Little shake move to the 45 and brought down by Toby Stevens. 15 for Carter Meek. And a good determined run by Meek because it was bottled and sealed initially, but he bounced off of an Ottawa Hills tackle and busted it to the outside and picked up 15. So 1st and 10 Montpelier at their own 45. So far a perfect 2 for 2 in scoring. We're nearing the half-minute mark of this first quarter. All Locos on their homecoming night so far. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. A running back on either side of Sharps, who's in the gun. Now they'll flip Meek up in front of Cooley, and they'll give to Cooley. Running left, Cooley to midfield, and will bang his way for 5. Brought down on the play by Adam Pfizer and Trace Douglas, and that could be the final play of the first quarter if Montpelier elects it to be, and they are in no hurry to get to the line of scrimmage. So a good start for Montpelier. Now they start moving towards the line of scrimmage. We're down to 4 seconds, 3 seconds. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, and they will not snap it. First 12 minutes of football complete. All Montpelier so far as they lead Ottawa Hills 14-0. This is high school football for Week 6 on B-Rock Sports.
The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the action is here. High school sports are back, and Bryan Home Center is proud to cheer on our hometown teams all season long. When the game's over, bring that winning spirit home with incredible deals on furniture, mattresses, flooring, and outdoor poly furniture. Whether it's a recliner for watching the highlights or new flooring for your home turf, Bryan Home Center has you covered. Proud supporter of local athletes, Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building in Bryan. Stop in today and save big.
Andy Brigle back with you at Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier on a Friday night. This is week number 7, 3-3 Montpelier leading 2-4 Ottawa Hills. Montpelier 2-1 in the TAC, so very much alive in that discussion, although they'll need some help with Whiteford undefeated. Eden is 2, and they're playing each other tonight. And then if they would get an Eden win, they do play Eden late in the year. Ottawa Hills probably all but out of it in the TAC at 1-2. 14-zip the score. Montpelier has a 2nd down and 5 at midfield. This is the 3rd play of the drive coming up on this drive. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Stacked backfield, play action fake to Cooley. They want the one-on-one down the far sideline, and turning in to try to make the grab is Hartsock, unable to do so. Broken up nicely, maybe a touch underthrown, but broken up over there by Toby Stevens, who had really good coverage. And now it'll be 3rd and 5 for Montpelier from midfield. A win tonight for Montpelier would eclipse all of last year when they went just 3-7, and they know what's in front of them. It has to be 1 week at a time, but if they have any shot at a week 11, they must run the table. hope for a little help because the rest of the schedule doesn't provide a lot of meat on the bone. Eden does. They're 5-1 right now, but everybody else, couple of wins, one win right now. 3rd down and 5. 3 receivers left. Back to throw. Sharps throws. Little out route. Pass is caught at the 41-yard line, and it's Hartsock who bangs his way down to the 35-yard line as he absolutely bowled over Toby Stevens. And now Stevens is shaken up on the tackle on the far side of the field and still down, and they'll tend to him now 15 seconds in. Good 3rd down conversion for Montpelier as we'll take this injury timeout. It'll be 1st and 10 Locos at the 35 of Ottawa Hills, already on top, 14-zip.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends and a kitchen that is open to the public with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
All right, they help Stevens off. Let's see if Montpelier goes that way. Stevens, one of their better athletes and cover guys over there, and now he is out, so his backup over there on that far side. Now a little flare out of the backfield. It's Cooley at the 30. Cooley sideline 25, down to the 20, down to the 15, still on his feet to the 10, and thrown down there by Blake Craver, who saved a touchdown. That's a gain of 30 down to the 5, and it'll be 1st and goal, Montpelier, from the 5-yard line. Cooley was wide open. A defensive breakdown there. Nobody within 10 yards out of him coming out of the backfield. So now 1st and goal from the 5 as Montpelier tries to make it 3 for 3 on possessions. Empty the backfield, trips to the left, that's to the short side of the field. 2 receivers to the wide side on 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Man in motion coming near side is Meek. Back to throw, Sharps. Look to the far side, not there. Looks back, not there. Now is going to be hit and sacked back at the 10-yard line. Pocket collapsed. Will Hickey among those getting home for Ottawa Hills to throw Sharps and this Montpelier offense for a loss on the play. Time was there, but credit Ottawa Hills for pretty good coverage. And now we have a personal foul face mask penalty against Ottawa Hills. That's a big time penalty after the sack. That will now move the ball to the 3-yard line. So it will be a 1st and goal at the 3. Just underway in the second, 14-0, Montpelier with the lead, and again trying to add to it. They'll go with 3, make it 4 receivers to the left. Last time they lined up this formation, it was quarterback draw. Now they'll move Cooley over in motion to the far side. Back to throw, Sharps. Sharps looks, front corner, wide open, Staylor for the touchdown. He came free of Blake Craver, and it's a TD pass, the first one of the game. This one, Sharps to Staylor for the 3-yard score. And it's 20-0 Montpelier. Dom Guilford, the freshman kicker, coming on to try to go 3 for 3 in point afters. Staylor awaiting the snap. Here it comes. Placed it down nicely, and Guilford is able to get the kick away and through the uprights. And now Montpelier 21-0 lead over Ottawa Hills here on this Friday night. We're going to stay right here as we just kind of recap what's happened so far. 3 and out by Ottawa Hills. Montpelier took over at their own 36, needed 7 plays to get in on a Griff Cooley 25-yard TD run. It was 7-0. Andy Robinson aggressively going onside. Montpelier got on it. The 42, 8 plays later, a quarterback draw for a touchdown for Sharps from a yard out, made it 14-0. Ottawa Hills had their best drive of the night, went 10 plays from their own 44, but could not cash in on a 4th down, and that's where Montpelier made the stop at the 30, and then just went 70 yards in 7 plays. With that touchdown pass, Sharps to Staylor, also aided by the face masking penalty a little bit, but it is now 21-0. And this is all phases right now for Montpelier in this football game. After one, Wayne Trace and Tenora are scoreless. Well, you get to a point now, and I know a ton of football left, a ton in the second quarter, but Ottawa Hills is not this is not the old Ottawa Hills. And it's another onside kick, Montpelier. It is loose, and Fineski, the quarterback, got on it at the 42-yard line. So Ottawa Hills, and that's also showing a ton of confidence in the way your defense is playing when you can roll a second onside kick and it doesn't bother you. But back to the point, an Ottawa Hills team, this again isn't Ottawa Hills of 22, 23, and 24. That offense is long gone. Your quarterback is out right now. You almost feels like this is a must-score possession, or at least get it to 2 scores before halftime. Montpelier was circling Ottawa Hills like blood in the water on that onside kick, hoping to get one more and tack another one on before halftime. Screen thrown to the far side. Reamer on the catch is banged hard out of bounds on the far side by Cooley. It's near the sticks. And they'll knock him out at about the 50. It's a gain of 8 on the play, so it'll be second and short. Second down and 2 for the Green Bears at the 50. 10:08 to go, first quarter. Or first half, I beg your pardon. And it is 21-0 Montpelier on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Second and 2. Fineski will bring 2 receivers to the right. 2 receivers go left. Wing to the left as well. On this second down and 2. Quarterback draw all the way. He's got a first down and more. He has been their best offensive weapon tonight from the quarterback spot, Fineski, as he gets 8 there. And it will be a first down at the 42-yard line. Griff Cooley the tackle. So first and 10, Ottawa Hills from the 42-yard line. Hash mark far side. Ottawa Hills going left to right. Green Bears break the huddle. We'll move 2 receivers right. 2 receivers and a wing to the left, so that'll empty the backfield for Nick Fineski. A lot of sophomores playing back to throw. Fineski under a little duress. Gets away from the initial wave. Moving. Now is going to be sacked from behind. Malachi Smith brought him down. Fineski thought it should have been a horse collar. No yellow coming out. It's a loss of 6 on the sack. And now it will be a 3rd and long. Back at the 48-yard line. Beg your pardon, 2nd and long. Back at the 48-yard line. Inexperienced quarterback there. Once you got outside and kind of broke away from pressure, he just got to dump that into the cheap seats. But he'll learn. Thrust into the situation here. 2nd down and 16. Ottawa Hills at the 48 of Montpelier. 2-by-2 look with an H-back to the left. Quarterback draw, Fineski. Bounces left and is going to be cut down at about the 43 or 4-yard line. Good open field stop made on that far side for the Locos by Carter Meek. 3rd and long now. 3rd and 12 for the Green Bears at the 44 of Montpelier. 8:20 and counting to play in the first half. 21-0 Montpelier on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 2 receivers go wide to the left. 2 receivers come to the near side, the short side. There's also a wing back there as well. Fineski in the shotgun on 3rd and 12. Low snap. Fineski wants to throw. Now sends a home run. It's a wobbler that's up for grabs and going to be knocked away. Actually, Ottawa Hills became the defender as Jackson Staylor was ready to pick it off, but it was broken up by Peyton Scott on the far side. Or beg your pardon, Blake Craver. No, it is Peyton Scott on the far side. He turned defender, and now it's punt time for Ottawa Hills. On 4th down and 12, Max Bigioni, the sophomore punter, going to try to pin as Staylor and Guilford will go back deep for Montpelier here. And a hot offense set to get it back. Bigioni's kick is a low liner that will bounce inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, and a really good kick by Bigioni down near the 5-yard line. So a long field for Montpelier on this drive, and they'll get it at the 7:45 mark. Edgerton had their best drive of the night, still being shut out. They got to the 10 of Paulding and could not score, had to give it up on downs. Paulding continues to lead that 14-0 tonight over the Dogs. So this is a 1st and 10 Montpelier back at their 4. Looks like their own 4-yard line. See how careful and conservative potentially they are here, although you do have an experienced offense. Sharps in the gun, has a couple of receivers each way, gives on the inside. And not a ton of running room for Cooley as Hickey gets the tackle. Crosses the line of scrimmage, gets to the 5-yard line, and that's about it. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 for Montpelier at their own 5. Locos 21, Ottawa Hills nothing. 7 1/4 and counting to play in the first half. Montpelier trying to get above 500 on the year at 4-3 and stay in the tack chase at 3-1. If they can put this away tonight. Back to throw, sharpen up the quick toss, and we had some movement, it appears. And that would be a half the distance penalty against Montpelier on the fall start. So it'll make it a 2nd and about 12 now, back at their own 2.5-yard line. So 2nd down and 12. As they break the huddle here. Again, pin deep. Good punt by Max Bigioni. 2nd and 12 from the 2-yard line. Sharps under center. Inside handoff. And Cooley maybe a yard to the 3. And that would make it 3rd and 11 now from the 3. If you're Montpelier, you don't want to do anything foolish here. You are in full control of this football game. If you throw, I would think it's safe, a safe pass on a 3rd down and 3, or 3rd and 11 at the 3-yard line. Clock continues to inch down towards the midway point of this 2nd quarter. They've now reset the play clock after some substitutions, and now the play clock is winding. So 3rd and 11 for Montpelier from the 3. They are perfect offensively tonight, but now have to dig out of a deep hole here. Really soft coverage here on the near sideline. Back to throw is Sharps on 3rd and long. Looks down the seam route. It's underthrown, and it's broken up. Intended receiver was Staylor. Grant Reamer knocked Staylor to the deck and knocked the ball, dislodged the ball free. And it'll be 4th down, and Montpelier going to be forced to punt for the first time tonight. Turned into a jump ball situation on the underthrown ball, and good play by Reamer to bust it free. Ottawa Hills will now run Fineski on late. So he's going to wait for the punt near his 40-yard line. Sharps the punter. Standing deep in his end zone. High snap, has to climb the ladder to get it. Great job there, and gets a pretty good punt away, and will take a Montpelier roll out of bounds near the 45. All around, great job there. 42 yards on the punt. Update on Eden and Whiteford. They are early in the second quarter. Eden has the lead on Whiteford, 15-8, and this is the first night that Rocco Pillarelli is eligible. 15-8 Eden. Eden just turned it over on downs, and Whiteford just ran their second offensive play of the game. Scored on their first, and then Eden has possessed it the rest of the quarter, or the game. And Eden's up 15-8, Whiteford football. That's for the lead in the TAC. So from the 42, this is where Ottawa Hills will start the drive. Fineski is going to be slammed for a loss as Cooley gets free and Zane Stahl, speaking of Eden, Stahl moving over from Eden, able to knife through and make the stop in the backfield. That's a loss of 4 back to the 46-yard line. So second down and 14. We'll keep you updated on that Eden-Whiteford showdown up at Ottawa Lake. Whiteford entered 4-1 overall and undefeated in the TAC. So second and 16 from the 46 of Montpelier. Fineski with Hickey in the backfield. It'll be a jet sweep give. Scott is blitzed and hammered in the backfield. Malachi Smith and Ryan Ringenball with the slam back at the 45 or 48-yard line. A loss of 2 more, and now it'll be 3rd and 16. And the Paulding Panthers are pouring it on. 21-0 Paulding over Edgerton. Still in the second quarter. 3rd and 16. 4 minutes left in our first half. 21-0 here. Montpelier on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. They have a 3rd and 16. Ottawa Hills does at the 48 of Montpelier. 2 receivers stacked to the left, 1 receiver and a wing to the right. Fineski throws the screen over to Reamer. 45, still on his feet. 40 will pick up about 8, maybe 9, before he's brought down by Cooley and Staylor on the far side of the field. Edgerton, by the way, has had 2 drives stall inside the Paulding 15 with no points. Meanwhile, a quick change on the scoreboard. Whiteford, on their 4th snap, scored their 2nd touchdown. They lead 16-15 now over Eden. Again, early in the second quarter of that one. Ottawa Hills, why not? You're down 21-0, might as well go for it here on a 4th and 7 at the 39. Fineski, the slant, it's open, and Reamer has the first down inside the 30. Leveled by Cooley, but on 4th and 7, they cash in and move the chains. That was wide open. That slant route had a lot of yardage, a lot of cushion, and they get the first down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. 21-0 Montpelier, 2:50 and counting to play. Remember, Montpelier gets the football to start the second half. 2 receivers, left and right. There's also a wingback to the right. They'll empty the backfield for Fineski here on 1st and 10. A straight quarterback draw off the left side. And he will slither down inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line, maybe the 21. Good pickup on first down of about 7. And it will be second down, maybe 6, so we'll call it 2nd and 4 from the 21-yard line. Again, Ottawa Hills is punted. Didn't get a second possession right away because of the onside kick by Montpelier. Gave it up on downs on their best drive of the night. Punted last time, and now trying to get in the end zone before halftime. Fake that zone read, and keeping it is Fineski, and Vance is out of trouble. Kind of hid behind the lineman and then bursted into the secondary and able to get 9 to the 12-yard line. And it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 12 for Ottawa Hills. 1:45 to go here in this first half. Plenty of time on the play clock, still at 20 as Fineski empties the backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers and a wing to the left. So A 5-wide look, if you will. Fineski throwing the screen, far side, catch is made, and diving for the end zone and not getting there is going to be Will Hickey. Hickey gets to the 5-yard line, so he'll get about 7, and it'll be 2nd and a long 3 for the first down, maybe closer to 4, and they need 5 for the touchdown. Fineski, 2 receivers, right and left, and a wing to the left. 50 seconds left. Ottawa Hills does not want Montpelier to have any more chances. On 2nd down, into the end zone. The throw is picked off, and he could go the distance. Here's Hartsock. He's out to the 30. Fineski had a shot at a tackle. No. Hartsock at the 40. Stiff arm, pushed out of bounds in Ottawa Hills territory. Great read by Wesley Hartsock, ripping the heart out of Ottawa Hills on the goal line, and a big-time return into Ottawa Hills territory. Fineski, that's an inexperienced quarterback there, as Hartsock just deked him into the throw. And the pickoff and return, and now with 36 seconds and a couple of timeouts, Montpelier has an opportunity to score. They'll spot it at the 48 of the Green Bears, leading at 21-0. Couple of timeouts for Montpelier. 36 seconds remaining. 5-wide look. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Sharps back to throw. Here's a little pressure. Throws the out route. It's caught by Hartsock at the 40. Hartsock spin move 35. Still on his feet 30 and will go out of bounds near the 25-yard line. He's going to have about 21 or 2 on the pass play. Again, out of bounds. That play took 10 seconds. So you still have time with a couple of timeouts. 26 on the clock. It's a 1st and 10 for the Locos at the 27, and maybe going for the knockout punch here late first half. Up 21-0. They've recovered an onside kick. They just picked off Ottawa Hills on the goal line, and now they have a 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers right. On this 1st and 10 snap, Sharps gets it out of the gun. Looking, steps up, away from some pressure, steps out of a tackle, flooded here to the near side, throws downfield and out of bounds. That play took 10 seconds, 11 seconds, so it's 15 on the clock now. And a 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line of the Green Bears. Two plays for sure here with 15 seconds. But these last plays, the plays that they've run down here have been at least 10 seconds in length. 4 receivers come to the left. 1 receiver goes to the right. Hartsock's 1-on-1. Now they're going to give him some safety help over the top. 2nd down and 10 at the 27-yard line. Play clock at 9. Sharps gets a low snap. Sharps steps up, now may run. He will, and steps out of a tackle. Picks up a block at the 25. Now he's down, wrestled down at about the 16-17. Timeout, Andy Robinson. Scrambled for about 11 on the play. So now you've got the 1st down, but that's inconsequential now. You have 6 seconds on the clock, probably still too far. Guilford's been perfect on the extra points, but I don't know that you got the leg here to go a 34-yard field goal with him. So now pretty much, unless you throw a quick out and get out of bounds, you're down. Essentially, you got to get this thing into the end zone. Paulding was just about ready to score again, but Edgerton got a big stop and a pick on the 4-yard line. Meanwhile, Hilltop and Summerfield are tied at 14. Cadets trying to grab, and that would help potentially Montpelier if they keep winning by the time they play Hilltop. Hilltop, at least if they could win tonight, would have 3 wins. So with 6 seconds left, Montpelier has it at the Ottawa Hills 16-yard line. 5 wide look. 3 to the left. That's the short side of the field. 2 receivers to the right. Barring a defensive penalty or a quick out, although Montpelier does have 1 timeout left. Sharps gets the snap. Sharps steps away from trouble. Down to 2 seconds, down to 1 second. Throws towards the end zone, incomplete. Great effort by Cooley as he had beaten Trace Douglas on the play, but they could not make the hookup, and Ottawa Hills dodges a big bullet there. I mean, it's still an uphill climb, but a 4th score would have been gigantic for Montpelier. By the way, 5:50 to go in the first half. Eden 23 and Whiteford 16. The score there in that one. We'll take a look at a lot of scores around the area eventually. Edgerton has gotten on the board, 21-7 now. Paulding leads Edgerton in that big GMC matchup. We have some business that we'll take care of right now. When we come back, we'll dive into some of the first half numbers and more as we begin the main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime show. Our score at the break is Montpelier 21, Ottawa Hills nothing. This is week 7 of high school football on B-Rock Sports.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
See Cannell Insurance Agency of downtown Montpelier, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
Family is at the heart of everything we do. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we understand that your family's needs evolve over time, and we're here to support you through every stage of your journey. Whether it's saving for your kids' education, upgrading to a larger home, or planning for retirement, we're here to help you prioritize what matters most. Join us at Midwest Community, and let's build a stronger financial future for your family. Visit us online at midwestcommunity.org to learn more today.
Halftime here at Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier. It is all Montpelier, up 21-0 here in this one. This is our main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime show. Let's dive into some statistics from that first half. Montpelier with 13 first downs to 10 for the Green Bears. Montpelier has rushed for 109 yards. Ottawa Hills 23 yards. Montpelier getting 8 yards per carry in this game. They've thrown for 99, while Ottawa Hills has thrown for 50. Total yards in the first half, Montpelier 210 yards on 26 snaps. 26 snaps for Ottawa Hills has gotten them 73 yards total. Montpelier 2 for 4 on third down conversions. Ottawa Hills is 2 for 6. And Ottawa Hills is 1 for 2 on fourth down conversions. 1 sack in that first half for -6 yards. Montpelier with the 1 sack overall. Individual numbers for Montpelier. Hayden Sharps, 7 of 13 for 101 and the TD pass to Jackson Staler. Meanwhile, on the ground, Hayden Sharps has 5 carries for 54 yards. Griff Cooley, 6 carries for 36 yards. And Carter Meek, 2 carries for 19 yards. Cooley, Wesley Hartsock, and Jackson Staylor all with 2 receptions. Cooley for 44 yards, Hartsock for 36, and Staylor for 13 yards. Nick Fineski for Ottawa Hills in the first half was more than respectable, 7 of 11 through the air for 50 yards for Ottawa Hills. Meanwhile, on the ground, he had 2 rushes for 6 yards. Peyton Scott, a rush for -3 yards in that first half, and Stevens 9 carries for 37 yards in that first half of play. Meanwhile, 4 catches for Grant Reamer for 31 yards to lead the receivers in the first half. Halftime, Main Stop's halftime show is 21-0. Our score, Montpelier leads Ottawa Hills. We'll update the scoring drives for the Locos when we come back.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
Oh no, winter is coming. Is that old door letting in the cold? Peltz Lumber in Montpelier and Pioneer has the best solution, a stunning masonite entry door. With rot-proof composite jambs and endless glass-style choices, you'll replace that rusty, leaky door with one that's as efficient as it is beautiful. Don't wait. Make your front door a statement piece this season. Peltz Lumber, building for a new generation.
The Thompson and Giese Funeral Homes of Montpelier and Pioneer take great pride in caring for families, and they'll work tirelessly to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. In addition to the services that are offered, you'll receive an online memorial that you can share with family and friends. They have a wide range of resources to support you, not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. The Thompson and Giese Funeral Homes of Montpelier and Pioneer saying good luck to the athletes in tonight's game.
Huddle up, hometown fans. State Bank is here to help you win big this season. Whether you're driving toward a new home, passing on your savings to the next generation, or making the winning play with a business loan, we say, put us in, coach. Make the switch to State Bank. You'll get the home field advantage for all your financial needs. Loans subject to credit approval, yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403044.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Welcome back here to Montpelier as we recap the scoring drives from that first half. By the way, Eden has gone back out in front of Whiteford, 24-23, the score in that one. After a 3-and-out by Ottawa Hills to start the game, Montpelier got it at their own 36, went 64 yards in 7 plays. Griff Cooley, the final 25 yards on the TD run, it made it 7-0. Montpelier went one of their 2 onside kicks in the first half. They recovered this one, got it at the 42 of Ottawa Hills. 8 plays later, Hayden Sharps punched it in for a 1-yard run to make it 14-0. Ottawa Hills would have one of their best drive. Well, yeah, it was their best drive of the night. 10 plays that started at their own 44 and then gave it up on downs. Montpelier would cash in 70-yard drive in 7 plays. Sharps to Staylor on a 3-yard TD pass, and that would complete the scoring. Both teams would have another opportunity. Ottawa Hills was inside the 10, and Nick Fineski threw a pick at the goal line. A good return by Wesley Hartsock got Montpelier to the Ottawa Hills 48. And they would eventually get down to the 16, and that was on the last snap, but could not score. And that's where we are at the intermission. 21-0. Montpelier with the lead in this one over Ottawa Hills. By the way, Paulding and Edgerton have also gone to the half. It's 21-7, Paulding leading Edgerton in that one. Halftime again here, 21-0. Our Main Stops halftime show continues. We'll step out and take a break. Rick will be back in studio, get you a game break at halftime. Check out a few other scores around the area here on B-Rock Sports.
Veland Chase wishes local high school sports teams a successful season. As one of the leading brass suppliers in the United States, Veland Chase manufactures brass rods, forgings, ingots, and water armor plumbing fittings at the 2 plants located in Holiday City. To learn more about products and job opportunities, visit brassjobs.com. Chase a brighter future with Veland Chase.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends at a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest. Friday nights are all about hometown pride, and Bryan Home Center is proud to support our local high school athletes this season. Just like your team fights hard under the lights, Bryan Home Center is working hard to bring you the best in furniture, mattresses, flooring, and outdoor poly furniture, with savings that make every home a winner. So whether you're cheering from the bleachers or relaxing at home after the game, Bryan Home Center has the comfort and style you need. Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building in Bryan, supporting the community, supporting the teams, and supporting you.
Fender benders, collisions, and accidents happen every day. But where are you going to go to fix your vehicle? Batten Stevens Body Shop on Independence Road in Defiance. Batten Stevens works on every type of car, domestic and foreign. Whether you need a small repair or major collision work, Batten Stevens state-of-the-art equipment can handle any job. Free estimates and loaner cars are available too. Batten Stevens Body Shop. Come in with confidence. Drive out with satisfaction.
This is Russ Davies with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. At Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, our commitment goes beyond insurance. We're dedicated to serving our clients, our community, and each other with integrity and care. From finding the best policies to supporting local events, we're here for you. Whether it's securing your home, auto, or business, or giving back to the community we love, our team works tirelessly to ensure your peace of mind. We're not just your insurance agency, we're your neighbors and friends. With our trusted partner, Auto Owners Insurance, you can count on top-tier coverage and exceptional service. Experience the difference with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe and Auto Owners Insurance. Visit us at andrewsins.com or call today, because here, you are family.
Of Swanton 34-0. Antwerp is trailing Fairview 24-0. Ayersville is on top of Hicksville 8-0. Wayne Trace is leading Tenora 7-0. Eden is holding off Whiteford 24-23. Montpelier is on top of Ottawa Hills 21-0. Liberty Center is leading Evergreen 21-7. Petrick Henry is leading Delta 14-0, and Archibald is leading Wauseon 21-0. This has been a check of your sports at halftime on B-Rock Sports.
John Dye and everyone at Strong Real Estate in Montpelier would like to wish all the athletes in tonight's game good luck. Located right in the heart of Montpelier, Ohio, Strong Real Estate Solutions is successfully helping people find that perfect home, building lot, or commercial property. Strong Real Estate Associates are available to provide you with full service in all your real estate needs. Contact John Dye today at Strong Real Estate Solutions in Montpelier, Ohio.
Hi, it's Nick Toole from Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in Wauseon. Have you ever tried sleeping on a mattress so bad, even your dog wouldn't nap on it? Yeah, we've been there. backaches, cranky mornings, and coffee that just doesn't work hard enough. At Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in Wasion, we believe furniture should fit your life, not fight it. Whether you need a Lazy Boy sofa or recliner for movie marathons or a comfortable White Dove or Serta mattress that doesn't attack your spine, we've got you covered. Sleep better, sit longer, smile more. Your body and your Netflix binge will thank you. And don't worry, we're local, right here in Wasion. So pop into our 15,000 square foot showroom to find your perfect fit today. Tell us the radio sent you, and we might even laugh at your jokes. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress, so comfy you'll stop visiting your in-laws.
It's game time, and Direct Link is your home team for unbeatable deals. Score big on appliances from GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, Frigidaire, and Amana. Furnish your space with winning style from Ashley Furniture and sleep like a champion on a Molecule or Puffy mattress. And when the clock's ticking on a repair, Direct Link's all-star service team works on all appliances. Proud to back our local athletes, Direct Link, your hometown connection for quality, comfort, and service.
Be part of the Montpelier Athletic Boosters and help support all the athletes at the Montpelier schools by calling 419-485-6785. The Montpelier Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the Montpelier athletes good luck in today's game. Strive to be the best, and you will succeed at everything you do. The Montpelier Boosters are proud of all your achievements. Good luck and do your best. That's all anyone can ask. And go Locos!
Halftime rolls on here at Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier on homecoming night. Happy so far. It's been a good homecoming night for Montpelier as they are on top in this one, 21-0 over Ottawa Hills. In case you missed it from earlier in the week, let's update the computer points and where they stand as of right now heading into this week. In Division 4, again, 7 divisions, 12 teams get in. The top 12 from each region qualify. The top 4 seeds get first round byes. So in Division 4, Region 14, we have a pair of schools from West Ohio that are in as of right now. Napoleon currently sits sixth in Division 4, Region 14, and Van Wert is 10th right now at 3-3 so far. We have an update on that Eden-Whiteford game. This is all still in the first half, by the way. Rocco Pillarelli has his first touchdown as a Whiteford Bobcat. It's late in the first half, a minute and a half to go, and it is Whiteford 30 and Eden 23. 30-23 Whiteford. And Whiteford will get the football to start the second half, we're told as well. In Division 5, Region 18, firmly in the number 1 spot, the Liberty Center Tigers. And if they continue to, of course, run the table, they will stay there more than likely. Delta right now on the outside looking in. They are 13th in that region right now. Congratulations to Mike Vickers, by the way, for picking up career win number 200 as well last week for Delta. And that's at multiple schools, not all at Delta, of course. Division 6, Region 22. The Archibald Blue Streaks in the midst of a great year at 5-1. They are second in that region right now. Again, D6, Region 22. The Paulding Panthers in the throes of their best season since 1988. They are 6-0. They are 5th in that region. Fairview, the team that just lost to Paulding a week ago. The Apaches are 7th. Evergreen is 9th at 5-1. The Vikings having a really good year, and Patrick Henry is 11th. Crestview is tied for 12th with Cary right now. In Division 7, Region 26, Leipzig is 2nd. Edgerton is 4th, so they would have a bye right now. Eden is 7th, and Montpelier still has some ground to make up. They are mentioned, in the news release that we get, 16 teams are given to us, and Montpelier is 16th right now. But they really do feel, or at least like their chances of possibly getting in if they're able to win out. And they're off to a good start in the final month of the season with a lead here tonight, 21-0. So that's an update on the computer points here as we began play in week number 7. Our halftime show about ready to wind down and wrap up The halftime show tonight has been brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Always open when you need them. And don't forget about Thirsty Thursday, every Thursday at the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. 21-0 Montpelier with the lead. They'll get the football to start the second half when we return to Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier here on B-Rock Sports.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
See Black Swamp Equipment in Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance. At Eden Farmers Co-op, with locations in Eden, Edgerton, and Montpelier, they're more than just a store. They're your partner in the field and at home. For a complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, bird food, and outdoor products to Land O'Lakes feed and seed treatments, they've got you covered. Need grain storage and drying, fertilizer, or soil sampling? They're here to help. Plus, their reliable feed mill services are second to none. Eden Farmers Co-op, your neighborhood country store for all your farm and home needs. Stop in today and see why they're trusted by their neighbors like you. Get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan and pick up your gallon of paint to finish up those outside projects at tremendous prices. Find the newest colors that are trending for 2025 and the best paint on the market, Clark & Kensington. Clark & Kensington paint should be your paint of choice. With excellent coverage, washability, and a lifetime warranty, Clark & Kensington paint with the primer built right in is the only paint you'll ever buy. And Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan is ready to help. Ace, the helpful place.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
See Cannell Insurance Agency of downtown Montpelier, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio, and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Back out here at Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier, about ready to start the second half of this one here tonight. Coverage of high school football all season long, being brought to you in part by Bat and Stevens Body Shop, State Bank and Trust, Newcomer Schaefer and Breininger, the Bryan Fraternal Order of Eagles, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, Peltz Lumber Company, Camco of West Unity, the Bryan Home Center, Williams County Veteran Services. Also presented to you each and every week by AG Irrigation, the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Missy Stockman and April Whitty, your Edward Jones advisors. Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, Allied Molded Products, McMahon's Best One Tire, Bryan Ford Lincoln, and finally by the Farmers and Merchants State Bank. So Montpelier will get the ball first. Ottawa Hills won the toss to begin the game, and they elected to get the football to start this game. So Montpelier with an early opportunity to expand that lead here on the season, on the night tonight, as they lead it 21-0 here in this one at the half. Touchdowns by Griff Cooley from a 25-yard TD run, Hayden Sharps on a 1-yard TD run, and then Sharps to Jackson Staler for a 3-yard TD pass for the 3 touchdowns on the night. So just all around a terrific performance. Montpelier has punted once and then they got stopped by halftime, and they were on the move on that last drive to end the half, but just ran out of time. That last snap happened with 6 seconds, took a shot into the end zone from the 16, and just came away empty-handed there as far as the scoring was concerned to close out the first half of play. But still firmly in control, up 21-0 here in this one, as Ottawa Hills will kick off for the first time tonight. It's Max Digione who will be kicking it away. Wow. So a late punt by Eden, left time on the clock, and Whiteford added one more score with 20 seconds left, so now they lead Eden 38-23, still in the first half of play in that one. So offense at a premium in that one. Eden was winning kind of the time of possession battle and had the lead. But now, not Ottawa Hills, Whiteford has taken control of that game. They're going to go up at least 2 scores. Here's the Bigioni kickoff. It's on the ground. They try to go onside. Ball is loose at the 45. It's off the hands of Ryan Riggenbaugh. It's going to be recovered by Ottawa Hills. So a third onside kick for the night. One now recovered by each. And so Ottawa Hills will take over at the Montpelier 35-yard line. Or 45-yard line, I beg your pardon. So the Green Bears, first down and 10 at the 45 of Montpelier. Moving left to right in this third quarter. 2 receivers both ways for the Green Bears. There's a wingback that will shift over, not this time, doesn't shift to the tight end. It's a quarterback draw and bouncing forward for a yard or 2 before Malachi Smith brings down Fineski, the quarterback. It's a pickup officially of 1 for Fineski. Again, if you're just tuning in, Cole Coy, a sophomore quarterback, had played the first half of the season and then found himself with a knee injury. His year is done. No surgery, though. Again, good friends with his dad, Cal, and Cal mentioned no surgery. Should get back after getting through all of this and be able to play basketball this winter. Second down and 9, Green Bears. 2 receivers both ways. They'll bring a man in motion, Reamer. Zone read keep. Running is Fineski. And he has run very effectively tonight for Ottawa Hills. Runs for 4 there for the Green Bears. And now we'll have a third and medium here, 3rd and 5 at the 40-yard line of the Locos. Ottawa Hills needs the 35. That Eden game has finally got to half. 38-23. Whiteford leading Eden, 38-23. Whiteford and Eden were tied atop the TAC entering tonight. Stacked receivers here to the right, 2 receivers and a wing to the left. 3rd down and 5. Fineski wants to throw that screen to the far side. It's caught by Will Hickey. Hickey not going to get much yardage. Guilford was there, and so was Jackson Staler, and then a lot of help. A gain of only 1. But Ottawa Hills, I mean, they've already gone onside to start the second half. They're not punting this thing. They're down 21-0, and it's going to be a 4th down and 4 for the Green Bears at the Montpelier 39-yard line. Trying to keep this drive alive here. It's the first drive of the second half on an onside kick that Ottawa Hills successfully attempted and completed. So 4th and 4. 2 Ottawa Hills receivers come right, and just as we do that, Brandon Carter and Ottawa Hills will spend an early timeout. A big 4th down for the Green Bears when we come back. 21-0 Locos, 4th and 4, back in 30.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
Well, if the body signals it, my friend, 4th down and 4. The 12 listeners that were tuned in just wondered, well, whose body is he talking about? and that can only be the Foz. 4th and 4 from the 39. Ottawa Hills goes for it. Fineski dancing in the backfield, and that little dance. Now he dumps a pass out, and Reamer has it. What an athletic play. Cooley's draped all over him. And now late flag from behind, and this might be on Ottawa Hills back by the 25-yard line or 35-yard line, because they're talking to a lineman. They're talking to Jace Neuendorf on the backside of the play. First of all, you have to talk about the play that Fineski made. He was sandwiched for a loss and then saw Reamer open and found him. And now what's the penalty? Illegal man downfield. That's why they were talking to Jace Neuendorf. And so the penalty will bring this back to the 44, and Ottawa Hills now will change their mind on a 4th and 9 and punt it away. Or at least line up to punt it away. This is fake territory. And here's your kick. Pressure coming, and they almost got to him. And may have gotten partially blocked. Far side, it's caught by Staler. Hammering through was Zane Stahl. He was either really close or he got a piece of it, but punt did get away. Bigione's punt sends it back near the, 19-yard line where this drive is going to start for Montpelier. 1st and 10 at their own 19. 21-0. Montpelier out in front. 9:28 to play in this third quarter. 2 receivers left. 1 receiver to the right. A couple of halfbacks in. Now they'll bring Meek and place him in front of Cooley, and they'll toss it to Cooley near side. Cooley looking for the edge at the 20. Cooley bounces 25, absorbs contact from Blake Craver, who ushered him out of bounds. But a good run for Cooley out to the 28-yard line, and a pickup of 9 on the carry. So it'll be 2nd down and 1 from the 28-yard line. Locos moving right to left. Plenty of awards when we're done. We'll have the Edward Jones MVP announcement, the McMahon's Best One Tire play of the game, and the collision of the game from Baton Stevens. Inside handoff is going to be given. Little stutter step in the hole for Cooley. Forward progress is going to get him to the 30-yard line, and that will be enough for a Montpelier first down before he's taken down by Adam Pfizer, a junior defensive lineman. So 1st and 10, Montpelier at the 30-yard line. Actually stretched it to the 31-yard line. So 1st and 10 Locos there, up 21-0. Inside a 9 to play in the third here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Trips will go to the right side of the formation. 1 receiver lines up to the left. Single setback in the backfield next to Sharps. Sharps zone read, and they've lost the football, but I think Cooley jumped on it. They kind of banged into each other in the backfield, and that'll be a negative play of 3, and it will be 2nd and 13 for Montpelier. Second down and 13 Locos from their own 28-yard line. 2-by-2 look with a receiver set. Cooley in the backfield with Sharps. 3 down linemen with an edge rusher coming, so they're rushing 4. Lots of time for Sharps. Dances away from pressure, rolling to the near side, and now just going to chuck it. Oh, he tried to get it out of bounds, and he didn't get it out of bounds. It's going to be a pick by Blake Craver at the 47-yard line. A mistake that time, kind of a nonchalant. Hayden Sharps would love to have that back. He thought he was throwing it away and out of bounds, but it stayed in the field of play. And Blake Craver was there to pick it off. And Ottawa Hills will start at the Montpelier 47-yard line. Still a 21-0 game. Montpelier with a lead. 7:58 to play in the third. Here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Fineski will be in the backfield by himself. 2 receivers stacked left, 1 receiver to the right. Now they bring Reamer in motion on a zone read keep. And Banging inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line will be Fineski, continuing to find some success with power runs in the quarterback spot. A gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Green Bears at the 43-yard line. Long road to go here for Ottawa Hills, but they've at least managed to have a heartbeat here in the third quarter. Montpelier 3-3, Ottawa Hills 2-4 when the night began. 2-1 in the tack for Montpelier, and Ottawa Hills 1-2. Receiver and wing left. Now they'll flip that wing over to the right side, actually line him up more as a tight end. 2 receivers to the right. A little screen. Fineski had it taken away. Cooley now chasing Fineski. Got him from behind. A little help in front from Carter Meek. He falls forward, stumbles for a yard. And now it will be a 3rd down and call it 5 for the first down. A long 5 here for the Green Bears. Down 21 zip, 6:40 left in the third. Out of the huddle, 2 receivers come right. Receiver goes left. Will Hickey is in the backfield. Back to throw. Fineski dumps it on an out route. Far side. It's caught, and he stepped out of a tackle. And now Stevens is caught from behind inside the 10. A gain of 36 down near the 5. Oh, no, it is going to be near the 10. A gain of 32 near the 10. And it'll be first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line. Ottawa Hills has been okay on these third downs tonight. Down here is where they've run into some trouble. They've had 2 drives that ended deep in Montpelier territory. One ended in a Hartsock interception on the goal line. Now a first and goal at the 10. Fineski alone in the backfield. Quarterback draw all the way, looking for a crease. Isn't going to find much of anything. Riggenball was there. Malachi Smith was there. Maybe a yard on the run. And it'll be 2nd and goal at the 9. 4 down territory here to try to punch one home. 5.5 to go in the third. 21-0 Montpelier on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. A late substitution. Travis Clifford hustles in for Riggenbaugh. 2nd and goal at the 9. Plenty of time on the play clock. Hickey's in the backfield with Fineski. Man in motion is Reamer. They give it to him on a jet sweep. Turns it inside at the 5. Looks for the end zone, but going to come up short at about the 2. Got 7 on the run. And now it will be 3rd and goal. Ball will be placed at maybe the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Still 21-0, but Ottawa Hills trying to break the seal here. With a 3rd down and goal at the 3. With 4.5 to go in the third. Hickey joining Fineski in the backfield. 2 receivers and a wing left, 1 receiver to the right. Fineski gets the snap, wants the screen, out of the backfield. Hickey is into the end zone for the touchdown. They did not have Will Hickey accounted for coming out of the backfield, and the little flare to him from 3 yards out gets Ottawa Hills on the scoreboard. And now a 21-6 game with a PAT coming from Vigioni. It'll be Fineski to hold. Good drive by Ottawa Hills, converting and cashing in on the turnover on the INT thrown by Sharps. Extra point is on the way, and he pushed that to the left. It is no good. But Ottawa Hills has broken through. 4:20 to go, third quarter. Montpelier 21, Ottawa Hills 6 here on B-Rock Sports.
Family is at the heart of everything we do. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we understand that your family's needs evolve over time, and we're here to support you through every stage of your journey. Whether it's saving for your kids' education, upgrading to a larger home, or planning for retirement. We're here to help you prioritize what matters most. Join us at Midwest Community, and let's build a stronger financial future for your family. Visit us online at midwestcommunity.org to learn more today.
Well, just when you thought maybe Paulding was going to put Edgerton away, the Bulldogs come back. 7:40 to go in the third quarter. It's 21-14. Paulding leading Edgerton. Edgerton knows they have to have that one to stay in the title chase. And, boy, that would be huge for them with computer points if they can grab that win. They got Fairview next week. Fairview, a big Edgerton fan, also to try to get back in play because Paulding's schedule lessens a little bit in the final weeks of the season. Here it's now 21-6 after the Montpelier INT. Ottawa Hills cashes in on a 47-yard drive. Fineski to Hickey on the 3-yard TD pass. So now into a 2-score game. Vigioni last time onside, and they're going to dribble it again on the ground. Bouncing. It's touch Montpelier. It's still loose, and I think Ottawa Hills might have covered it up again. Special teams gaffes tonight by Montpelier, and a turnover, and now another short field for Ottawa Hills. Unbelievable. So a ball that bounced off of a loco up man, ricocheted backwards to the 33, and they'll start this drive with momentum at the Montpelier 33-yard line as they try to make this eventually a one-score game. 21-6 right now. Fineski moves 2 receivers both ways. He'll flip his tight end or H-back over to the right side in Hopkins. There's Raymer in motion. They fake the jet sweep. This is a zone read keep for the quarterback. Fineski ducks away from a couple of men, and he is able to rumble down to the 26-yard line, and just like that, had 7. Just as Montpelier was converging on him, he was able to wiggle off the hook and get 7. And it'll be 2nd down and 3 now. From the 26 of Montpelier. And suddenly it's a Montpelier defense that looks a little tired. They're missing tackles, some fundamental assignments. 2-by-2 look with a receiver set with a wing back to the left. Empty backfield for Fineski on 2nd down and 3. Fineski having success with that screen. Throws far side, blown up. Great job on that far side, blowing it up. And that was Xavier Eidenauer, the junior, able to burst through at his cornerback spot. And it's a loss of a couple on the play back near the 29-yard line. So now it'll be a 3rd and 6 for Ottawa Hills. This next snap going to come under 3 minutes to go in the third. 21-6 Locos on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Trips to the right. One receiver goes left. Empty backfield on 3rd down and 6, and now we're going to have some movement. This will be a false start on Ottawa Hills. So a little bit of a break there for Montpelier, and now it turns into a 3rd and 11 for the Green Bears. Again, we're 3rd down. Ottawa Hills able to keep a drive alive on 3rd down conversion last drive. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 11 from the 34. 2 receivers to the right. A receiver and a wing to the left. One running back. Back to throw. Fineski, edge pressure. Throws downfield. Got a man open. It's caught, and it's a touchdown, and then it's lost. But they say he held on to it long enough. Toby Stevens crossed the plane with the ball. It's a touchdown, and now it's 21-12. Toby Stevens ran right by the Montpelier DB on that far side. That's a 34-yard strike to Stevens. And now it appears as if they're going to go for 2 here. It is still a two-score game right now at 21-12. Conversion here gets it within a touchdown. Fineski gets the snap, gives to Hickey, fakes the double handoff, and he's going to be hammered in the backfield. Slow developing play that Griff Cooley eventually cleaned everything up on, and we're going to stay right here with 2:14 left in quarter number 3, but Ottawa Hills able to inch closer now. It is 21-12, your score in this one. Again, next week, we will be heading to Edgerton for the big matchup between Fairview at Edgerton in week number 8. Happy to have you here with us tonight. Andy Brigle with you. What looked like a Montpelier runaway at 21-0 at the intermission has turned into a 21-12 dogfight here. And oh, by the way, Ottawa Hills, part of the reason they're back in this, 2 onside kicks converted here in the second half. One to start the second half, and then they did it after they scored. Will they go onside again? With 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in this third quarter. Vigione has to hustle, and this time they'll kick it away. It'll be caught back at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Here's Guilford, 35, and crosses the 35 to about the 37. They almost got at a penalty there for not getting the kick away in time. The play clock, when Vigione kicked it, the play clock was down to like 2. So 2:07 mark. 5 minutes left in the third. Paulding still leads 21-14 over Edgerton. This will be a starting point for Montpelier at their own 37-yard line with a first down and 10. 2-by-2 look with their receivers. One running back in there with Sharps. 4 down linemen for the Green Bears. Bringing some late pressure. Handoff on the inside. Big room for Meek. Meek at midfield and is able to get into Ottawa Hills territory down at the 48-yard line. Brought down by Trace Douglas. But that's a gain of 15 for Carter Meek and a first down carry. All the way down to the 47-yard line of the Green Bears. Montpelier trying to grab some momentum back. First and 10, Locos. 47 of Ottawa Hills. 2 receivers both ways. Sharps. In that spread gun, keeps it on the zone read. 45. 40-yard line and scurries out of bounds far side at about the 38-yard line. He'll have about 8-yard line, or 8 yards on the run, I should say, to the 39-yard line. It'll be second down and 2. Jason Neuendorf made the tackle. He was one of the experienced kids coming back. By the way, no Ian Densmore either. He was not in uniform tonight. Another one of the athletes with experience back. Man comes in motion to the near side, and we have flags flying, and this is going to go against Montpelier for a false start. So second and 2 becomes second down and 7. Back to the 44-yard line with a second down and 7. 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 21-12 Montpelier. Motion man to the near side is Lyons. Handoff on the inside. Meek with a crease. Meek at the 35, 30, down at the 28-yard line. 16 more. They're finding something in the run game for number 6, Carter Meek. Sophomore running back. Moves the sticks. First and 10 to the 28. Here comes Cooley back in for Lyons. So you'll have him in the backfield with Meek. First and 10, Locos at the 28-yard line of Ottawa Hills. Under a minute to play here in this third quarter. Two receivers to the left, one receiver to the right. Cooley goes in motion. They go Meek again, and Meek ran right into the arms of Christian Allos, senior defensive lineman. Gain of 1 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down and 9 coming up. Play clock and game clock pretty close here. Looks like Montpelier is going to have to snap it one more time. They have a 2nd down and about 9 from the 27. Locos up 21-12. 15 on the play clock. 2-by-2 formation with receivers. Single setback. Back to throw is Sharps. Sharps down the seam route, and it's a low diving grab. Is it made? It is by Cooley. What a catch on a low throw, and Cooley went to the deck and made the grab, sliding into about the 7-yard line. And it will be 1st and goal Montpelier when we start the fourth quarter. Ottawa Hills has made this thing a game, but Montpelier still up 2 scores and looking for more. 21-12 Locos after 3 on B-Rock Sports.
The outside of your home needs protection from winter's harsh weather. Are your doors letting in cold air? Do you have a rotten door jamb? Protect your home with a new Masonite entry door from Peltz Lumber in Montpelier and Pioneer. With rot-proof composite jambs and a variety of styles and glass options, Masonite doors not only look beautiful, they stop cold air and last for years to come. Replace your old rusty door today. Order your Masonite door from Peltz Lumber in Montpelier and Pioneer. Peltz Lumber, building for a new generation.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
So we move to the fourth quarter, a 21-12 Montpelier lead over Ottawa Hills. But the Locos have a 1st and goal situation here to open the fourth quarter. You never walk away hungry here. Paulding is added to their lead. They now lead Edgerton 28-14. So, ball spotted down for Montpelier right around the 7-yard line. They're moving left to right. It'll be a 1st and goal for Montpelier. Up 21-12 as we begin this fourth quarter. Sharps has Meek in the backfield, who has done a good chunk of the work here. 3 receivers right side. Tight end in there as well. Hand off to Meek. Running to the left and nowhere to go. What a great play by Adam Pfizer. Pfizer came knifing through. It's a loss of 2 on the play. And now it's 2nd and goal back at the 9. Kaiser came pretty much unblocked that time. Kaiser and Neuendorf raising their game now. 2nd and goal. Trips to the right from the 9-yard line. Meek is the running back. Give on the inside. Meek at the 5. Meek bowls his way, runs and powers into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's only fitting that Carter Meek gets the TD run, as he did a good chunk of the work, as we said, to get him down there. And he punches it in to make it 27-12 Montpelier. See what they elect to do here. A successful 2-point conversion makes this a 3-score game with 11:25 to play. And they will go for 2. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Meek in the backfield for Sharps on the 2-point attempt. A rollout for Sharps. Looking, got him in the back corner of the end zone. Staler for the 2-pointer. And that's a big 2 points for Montpelier, because now, with 11:25 left, Locos lead it 29-12 over Ottawa Hills on B-Rock Sports.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Area 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends at a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
Summerfield, Michigan has taken the lead on Hilltop 21-14 late in the third quarter of that game. So 29-12 here on our Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. A big answer by Montpelier, not just to get the touchdown, and that Hartsock kick will dribble out of bounds, but the 2-point conversion. And now Ottawa Hills needs 3 scores in 11 minutes. So, Archibald Wasion, what's that score? So Archibald trying to go to 6-1. We understand they're leading Wasion. Wasion without a win yet this season. They won't go winless. We know that. They have Swanton still to play. They will not go winless. That's just, Swanton's one of those programs that it's just a shame. I mean, how hard, there's a lot of reasons why Swanton's terrible, but to fall on, I mean, that was the preeminent program of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Ottawa Hills starts at their own 35-yard line. Fineski wants to throw to the near side, has it to Reamer, got out of one, but can't get away from Cooley, who has kind of been a blur all over this field tonight. Cooley will get him for a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11 now. A rejuvenated defense here for Montpelier. At least it appeared on that first play. 2nd down and 11, Ottawa Hills on their own 34. Locos up 29-12, 10:45 to play in this one. A field goal for Edgerton, so end of 3, it's Paulding 28, Edgerton 17. Zone read keep for Fineski. Got a crease, and he's going to be caught from behind at about the 39-yard line. And again, it's Griffin Cooley. So it'll be a 3rd and 6 for Ottawa Hills at their own 39. Hash mark near side. Moving right to left here in the fourth quarter. Green Bears will send a couple of receivers right and left. That'll empty the backfield for Fineski. He wants to throw. Pump, looks down the near sideline. That's up for grabs, but it's overthrown. He wanted Toby Stevens. Jackson Staler was stride for stride and knew it was overthrown. And now it will be a 4th down and 6 from their own 39, and Ottawa Hills will send on the punt team. Jackson Staler going deep to receive this punt by Bigioni. Bigioni with pressure off the edge. That's a high, short kick. Takes a Montpelier bounce to the side here and will die at about the 41 or 2-yard line. That's where the Locos will have it. 1st down and 10, and now up 29-12 with 9:46 remaining. I stand corrected on that score. It's 28-14 Edgerton did not get a field goal, so Paulding still up 28-14. 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line for this Montpelier offense now, trying to get to 4-3 overall and 3-1 in the tack. There's a big shootout up in that Whiteford-Eden game, but haven't heard anything in the second half. It was 38-23 last we heard. 1st and 10 Montpelier at their own 42. Meek goes in motion. They'll toss it to him, try to get him on the edge on a sweep. He's at the 40. Got the edge, 45-50, and spun down on the far side by Trace Douglas at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9. Carter Meek has done a great job here running the football for the Locos in the second half. There is a penalty flag on the far sideline near where the tackle happened. So let's wait and see here. It is a dead ball. Personal foul penalty going to go against Montpelier. So that will send Montpelier back now to the 37-yard line. After 3, Wayne Trace 7, Tenora 3 in that one. So from the 37, it now will become a 1st and 15 for Montpelier. Whiteford 46, Eden 23 now. So Whiteford starting to pull away in that one. Montpelier will finish the year at Eden. Hilltop, North Central, and Eden for the Locos. Ottawa Hills has Summerfield, Erie Mason, and Whiteford. And now, officials, I think, making sure we have the right spot. Andy Robinson is out near the numbers here on the near side, and now everybody is happy with where we're at. You're listening to Week 7 of high school football here on WBNO-FM Bryan as we approach our 9 o'clock hour. 2nd and long for Montpelier at their own 37. Twins to the right and left. One running back, Sharps in the shotgun. 4 down linemen for Ottawa Hills. Man in motion to the near side is Guilford, and another flag. We had movement on Montpelier. This has been a sloppy second half. Really efficient first half, sloppy second half for Montpelier. Couldn't get on a couple of onside kicks. Penalties have been on an uptick. Now it'll be 2nd and 20 for Montpelier, back at the 32-yard line. But again, if you're just tuning in, Montpelier, a 3-score lead, up 29-12 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Sharps puts it in the belly of Cooley. Cooley with a running lane, 30, 35. There's a flag down, 45, 50. Cooley still on his feet. Cooley may have just gotten a face mask, and there's that flag. So this is a face mask. We could have offsetting. We could have offsetting. We have a definite face mask here, but the flag behind the play is back at the 30, and this could be just a complete do-over. Great run by Cooley, but I think it's going to be an illegal block or a hold back here on Montpelier, and then the face mask up here near midfield. The face mask is no guess. That was blatant. Illegal. They're offsetting. He's already signaled it's offsetting. It's a hold on Montpelier. Yep. Great run. Good play call. Great run. All for nothing. Here with 9:27 remaining. So 2nd down and 20. For Montpelier, back at the 32-yard line. Line to gain for the Locos is the 48 of the Green Bears. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver left. Cooley and Meek in the backfield. He'll put it inside to Meek, and Meek gets to the 35, spun down Good job defensively, Trace Douglas and Jace Neuendorf, who have had good games for the Green Bears. That's a run out to the 35. So now it's 3rd and 17, Ottawa Hills, from their 35-yard line. Montpelier from their own 35-yard line. Man coverage across, it looks like, here for the Green Bears, and it's a 5-wide look for Montpelier. Coming in motion is Meek. Back to throw is Sharps. Steps away from initial pressure. Look out, and the ball's knocked free. Pfizer punched it out, and Ottawa Hills has it inside the 30. Hayden Sharps was scrambling away, and Pfizer went and got him, knocked it free. Ottawa Hills pounced on it. And the Green Bears have it in plus territory. Eden did answer a score back. It's 46-29, Whiteford with the lead in that game. They're in the third quarter still. Ottawa Hills has it at the Montpelier 28. Again, though, Montpelier up 3 scores at 29-12 with 8:19 remaining. Fineski. Empty backfield for him. 2 receivers both ways. Wing to the right as well. Again, more of an H-back. Here's Fineski. He wants to run. He's bottled up, and Malachi Smith hammers him home. But he did throw him forward for a yard. That'll be a gain of 1. So 2nd down and 9. Smith has been very active tonight for Montpelier. 2nd down and 9 from the 27-yard line. Inside of 8 to go here in the football game. 29-12 Montpelier. Fineski will send 2 receivers to the right. 2 receivers go left. Hopkins remains that H-back. Pump left. Fineski now over the middle. Got a man in just off the fingertips of the intended receiver, Toby Stevens. Jackson Staler may have got in there to kind of punch it free. Either way, it's incomplete, and it is 3rd down and 9 to go for the first down. 10 minutes to go over at Edgerton. 1-score game there, 28-21. Edgerton not going away. Paulding still leading. Paulding, of course, an enormous win last week over Fairview. And trying to stay in the driver's seat in the GMC. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Fineski over the middle. Wide open. Reamer is going to race in for a touchdown. He got behind the linebackers. And Grant Reamer, the receiving touchdown. And it's 29-18 with 7:27 left. Ottawa Hills will go for 2. After the fumble, they cash in. They have really taken advantage of Montpelier mistakes tonight. A couple of onside kicks tonight. They've scored after an INT. Scored after an onside, and then just scored after a fumble. This is Fineski on the zone read. Keep looking for the end zone. Did he get in? He did not. The Montpelier defense stands up and gets the stop. However, Ottawa Hills has been able to sneak a little closer. 7:27 left. 29-18. Montpelier with the lead. We'll be back in just a moment.
Huddle up, hometown fans. State Bank is here to help you win big this season. Whether you're driving toward a new home, passing on your savings to the next generation, or making the winning play with a business loan, we say, put us in, coach. Make the switch to State Bank. You'll get the home field advantage for all your financial needs. Loan subject to credit approval, yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 403044.
Well, not completely dead in the water yet. Ottawa Hills rising up to make it a 29-18 game. I mean, they've done it a couple of times already. You have to think another strong possibility here in an onside kick, even though there's still 7:27 left. 2 timeouts still, by the way, remaining for the Green Bears, all 3 for Montpelier. We'll be heading to Edgerton next week for Fairview at Edgerton. Then we close out the year with Montpelier tilts. North Central at Montpelier in week 9, and then Montpelier at Eden in week number 10. And if Montpelier has their way, I mean, they have to hang on and win tonight. Got to beat Hilltop. Got to beat North Central. They want that Eden game to mean something. At least go into that and give yourself a fighting chance at getting into the top 12. Eden has been one of the quiet success stories entering. They were 5-1 entering tonight, playing 2 quarterbacks along the way and finding success with both of them. Here's Max Vigione with the kickoff. It's a squibber along the ground. Guilford on the far side has it. 15-20, 25, and not much farther. Stood up. Good open field tackle made by Bobby Chapman, a freshman special teams player. And now a big drive for both teams with 7 and change to go. 29-18 Montpelier on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Locos will start this drive at their own 25-yard line. They have found a little something in the running game here in the second half, in particular with Carter Meek. Cooley had a big run, but it was called back, and he's been their best running back all season, but they've maybe found a little something in the running game. So we'll see if that comes into play here in this drive. And it'll be Sharps on the run. Tries to bounce outside. Ottawa Hills strung it out beautifully. Ran into the arms of Adam Pfizer, who just created the turnover on the last drive. A gain of 1 for Sharps, and that's it. 2nd down and 9 for this Locos offense. Up 29-18 over the Green Bears. Montpelier in no particular hurry here, nor should they be with a 2-score lead. Trips to the left. Smith is a tight end to the right side with a single setback on 2nd down and 9, and not anything for Meek. The Montpelier offensive line has gotten pushed back now on back-to-back plays, and again, it was Pfizer that blew it up again. Loss of 2, and now it's 3rd and 11 at the midway point of this fourth quarter. 29-18 Locos in a big 3rd down conversion attempt here. Sharps will move 3 receivers to the left, tight end to the right. Play clock down to 10. Game clock at 5:50. 2 men moving, and there's the penalty flag. Sharps wants to throw. Deep shot down the middle. This is all for naught. Although it's knocked free, it is a catch and fumble. Hartsock had it knocked free. Douglas has it. Obviously, they'll decline that penalty and take the play, and it's another Montpelier turnover. So the big gain will count of 25, and that's a catch and fumble. It was 2 men moving back here. That was the call. That was easy going to be the call, but that's a good point. It's an illegal shift. I don't think so. I don't think it's a dead ball. Yeah. I didn't think it was a dead ball situation. So 2 straight turnovers for Montpelier in an ugly second half for the Locos. They were up 21-0. They have thrown an interception. They fumbled twice, so 3 turnovers there. They didn't get on a couple of onside kicks. Those are as good as turnovers. And Montpelier has to dig in defensively now. Ottawa Hills with tons of momentum and the ball at the 45. 5.5 to go, but they're going to have to go quickly. And before the snap, we have a pre-snap penalty. That'll be a false start on Ottawa Hills. So that'll back them up now to a 1st and 20. 9 minutes remaining in Hilltop and Summerfield, and now it's Summerfield up 27-14 over the Cadets. Cadets a couple of wins, showing some signs of life this year. 29-18 here in our game. Montpelier with the lead on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Montpelier miscues, and Ottawa Hills, very opportunistic, have stayed in this thing. Now they have a 1st and 15 at their own 40. 2 receivers right, a receiver to the left. Man comes in motion. They zone read, keep it with the quarterback. Fineski trying to bounce to the outside, lowers the shoulder, and is going to be sandwiched down. He was actually not down. He was pushed backwards by Logan Pontius and kept his feet, but they're going to say forward progress was given to the 41. Even though the play continued, they'll mark him there. So it's actually a gain of 1. It's 2nd down and 14 now for Ottawa Hills at their own 41. But time becoming of the essence. Under 5 remaining in this one. And the Green Bears down 11, 29-18. They'll empty the backfield, twins left and right. Wing to the right as well for Fineski. He'll get the belt high snap, pump. Look downfield, wants Stevens, throws into double coverage. It should be picked, and it is. A ball that should not have been thrown, and Hayden Sharps did a great job of just staying home, playing center field, and getting the INT. And for the Green Bears, that is a 2nd interception thrown by Fineski tonight. They've also not recovered an onside kick, so there's been plenty to go around in this game, and Montpelier will take over with 4:40 remaining, up 29-18, 2 timeouts left for the Green Bears, and that's it in this game. A drive for Montpelier that'll begin at their own 28-yard line. They're going to move Sharps under center with a split backs look now. Receiver both ways. Sharps checking off at the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. Inside handoff. Cooley steps out of 1 tackle, but cannot get away from another. Open field stop made by Jace Neuendorf. It is no gain on the play, unless he fell forward for 1 maybe. They're going to say no gain, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Ottawa Hills not using one of those timeouts yet. 29-18 Locos. The next snap should not happen until we go under 4 to play here if you're Montpelier. No hurry needed in this. Cooley will be in the backfield. 2 receiver. Nope, he'll go split now out to the left. So it'll be trips to the left, twins to the right. It empties the backfield for Hayden Sharps on 2nd down and 10 at their own 28. Sharps wants to throw. Sharps with time. Looks. It's a go route. Downfield. Caught! 30, 20, and he's brought down. Braylon Hopper winning the one-on-one with John Denny, and a big-time ball thrown that time by Hayden Sharps for a 1st down. That's a gain of 50. 52, as a matter of fact, to the 20-yard line. And Andy Robinson going for the kill shot, gets a 1st and 10 down 20. Perfect ball by Sharps, and a great job by Hopper. A young wide receiver created just enough separation to haul it in and make the grab. 1st and 10 Locos now. Pair of running backs with 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. It's Meek and Cooley in the backfield. Now they'll bring Cooley off to the left side. Play clock down to 4. It'll be a toss to Meek, trying to get the edge. Cut back at the 20. Meek at the 15, running hard down to about the 14-yard line. He'll have 6 on the run. Update on that Paulding-Edgerton game. 4 minutes remaining, 28-21 Paulding. It's now Whiteford, 54-29 over Eden. So they've gained control of that one. Hilltop has come to within a score of Summerfield now, late in that one. We have 2:41 and counting And Ottawa Hills electing not yet to use a timeout on this drive. They trailed 29-18, 2.5 left. Play clock at 10. Meek is the only running back in the backfield. Quarterback draw. It's Sharps at the 10. Sharps down to the 5. Battling his way down to about the 3 or 4 yard line. It'll be first and goal, Montpelier, with 2:18 left in this one. First and goal at the 4. And Montpelier, boy, once they got the big home run ball down to the near sideline, they have reclaimed the momentum in this one. Forced the takeaway. Ball thrown up for grabs by the inexperienced backup quarterback, picked off by Sharps, and now Sharps orchestrating the offense. First and goal at the 4. Sharps off the left side is in for the touchdown. It'll be a second rushing touchdown for Hayden Sharps from 4 yards out, and it erases any doubt in this one now with 1:41 left as Montpelier makes it a 35-18 game. This thing is not going to be going down as one of the prettier wins, especially in the second half. First half was really solid for Montpelier. First three possessions, touchdowns on, and then had to punt once and got stopped by halftime deep in Ottawa Hills territory. But the second half has been a half filled mostly with mistakes, but came up with a defensive stop when they needed it, and then immediately turned it into points. And the extra point tacked on to make it 36-18 with 1:41 remaining. Paulding has a 4th and handful coming up in that game, up 28-21. We'll have a rundown of all the scores on our Midwest Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard when we wrap up here in this one. Have some final numbers on this, and of course have some awards to hand out as a part of our post-game wrap-up. Edgerton ball in a 1-score game at their own 8-yard line, so they need to go 92 yards in 4 minutes, and they are down by a touchdown in that one, 28-21. 3:50 remaining. Hartsock ready to kick it away. And the run up in the kick from Wesley Hartsock is a kick that dribbles along the ground, picked up at the 20 by Stevens. Far side return. Guilford had a shot at bringing him down, couldn't, and then knocked out of bounds on the far side across the 30, about the 32 is Stevens. So Montpelier will indeed go above 500 on the season, moving to 4-3. They'll be 3-1 in the Toledo Area Athletic Conference. They finish the year at Hilltop, home with North Central, and at Eden. While Ottawa Hills will drop to 2-5 on the year, 1-3 in the TAC. They finish home games with Summerfield and Erie Mason, and then an away game at Whiteford, Michigan. Ottawa Hills will start 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line, again with 1:33 left officially in this one. Next week again, Fairview at Edgerton in our broadcast game for week number 8. And still a chance for it to be, it's going to be a big game either way because you're going to talk computer points. Edgerton would, if they don't win tonight, would essentially be out of the GMC race. Fairview would stay in it, but need help. And again, those all important points, though, in that game. But Edgerton still has time, right around the 4-minute mark left and down a score. Backup quarterback Smith McDonough is in now. Miles Wary got that carry off to the right side and picked up 6. So it'll be 2nd down and 4 as that clock continues to move down towards a minute remaining. Big thanks to Montpelier Athletic Director Joe Brigle tonight. The coaches, Brandon Carter at Ottawa Hills, Andy Robinson from Montpelier for prep time tonight. I had said again, I had missed, so the drive started at their own 24, and he was knocked out at the 20 or 34 and knocked out at the 35-yard line. So it was a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Again to Weary, running right side, and Wary is hit in the backfield and pushed all the way back near the 30. Gang tackle on the play. Malachi Smith, Carter Waterston there to the ball with 30 seconds. And it doesn't have to be snapped again if Ottawa Hills doesn't want to. Game clock down to 20 seconds, and they haven't even started the play clock yet. And it doesn't look like Ottawa Hills is going to the line of scrimmage to snap this thing. 60-29 now, Whiteford leading Eden. They have blown open a tight one up in Michigan there. And that's going to do it here tonight on homecoming night in Montpelier. A terrific first half for the Locos, and then they did just enough in the second half of this one to win. Your final score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard, Montpelier has doubled up Ottawa Hills 36-18. The post-game show gets underway from Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier when we come back.
The Thompson and Giese Funeral Homes of Montpelier and Pioneer take great pride in caring for families, and they'll work tirelessly to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. In addition to the services that are offered, you'll receive an online memorial that you can share with family and friends. They have a wide range of resources to support you, not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. The Thompson and Giese Funeral Homes of Montpelier and Pioneer saying good luck to the athletes in tonight's game.
The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the action is here. High school sports are back, and Bryan Home Center is proud to cheer on our hometown teams all season long. When the game's over, bring that winning spirit home with incredible deals on furniture, mattresses, flooring, and outdoor poly furniture. Whether it's a recliner for watching the highlights or new flooring for your home turf, Bryan Home Center has you covered. Proud supporter of local athletes, Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building in Bryan. Stop in today and save big.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Veland Chase wishes local high school sports teams a successful season. As one of the leading brass suppliers in the United States, Veland Chase manufactures brass rods, forgings, ingots, and water armor plumbing fittings at the 2 plants located in Holiday City. To learn more about products and job opportunities, visit brassjobs.com. Chase a brighter future with Veland Chase.
Final score, 36-18, Montpelier with the win in that Edgerton-Paulding game. It's a last gasp time for Edgerton. They have a 4th and 12 from their own 22, down 28-21 with 1:12 to go, and I understand they are in an injury timeout right now in that one, so hopefully we'll get the final on that before we leave the airwaves here tonight. Well, a Montpelier win, 36-18. Hayden Sharps leading the way with 174 passing yards and a TD pass. He also had a couple of TDs rushing tonight and 76 total rushing yards. Griffin Cooley led the way with 65 receiving yards tonight. Meanwhile, for the Ottawa Hills Green Bears, Nick Fineski threw for 142 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also rushed for 63 in his first starting role of the season tonight. And then the leading receiver was Toby Stevens with 77 receiving yards on the night. Montpelier racked up 357 total yards and held Ottawa Hills to 187. Mistakes played into tonight, though, as those turnovers and then unable to recover onside kicks helped keep Ottawa Hills within striking distance. Montpelier threw for 172. Ottawa Hills threw for 142. Montpelier rushed for 183. Ottawa Hills just rushed for 50. 3 turnovers on the game for Montpelier, 2 committed by Ottawa Hills. 5 turnovers by both teams in the game, or 5 penalties, I should say, committed by both teams tonight, adding up to a 36-18 Montpelier win. Thanks to Eric Stantz for being the team statistician first and then letting me steal the numbers second. Touchdowns for Montpelier: Griffin Cooley, a 25-yard TD run, Hayden Sharps, a 1-yard TD run, and then Hayden Sharps to Jackson Staler, a 3-yard TD pass. All of that in the first half when it was 21-0. And then Fineski to Will Hickey, a 3-yarder, 21-6. Fineski then hit Stevens, 2-pointer failed. That was a 34-yard TD pass. Carter Meek, who did have a really good second half, 9-yard TD run extended to 29-12. Then Fineski hit Reamer on a 28-yard pass to make it 29-18. And then the big kill shot set Montpelier up, and then Sharps ran it in from 4 yards out to complete the win, 36-18. We're getting all kinds of updates here. Paulding got the ball back after getting a stop around a minute to play and still are leading that game. Hilltop has rallied, and I don't know if this is a final, but they at least lead Summerfield, Michigan now 30-27. So Hilltop coming back in that one when they were down a couple of scores in that one. So all of that, back to our numbers, is added to a 36-18 Montpelier win. Now, we have some awards to hand out. We're going to start with our MVP, presented by Melissa Stockman and April Whitty, your Edward Jones financial advisors. And we are going to go with, tonight, quarterback Hayden Sharps with that all-around good performance. He also had a pick on defense as well tonight. Support for high school sports comes from Melissa Stockman and April Whitty at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. They are your Edward Jones financial advisors. For more information, visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. The McMahon's Best One Tire play of the game tonight. All right, things had got a little bit tight, and then Andy Robinson dialed up a go route, and Sharps connecting. Braylon Hopper with a good grab down the near sideline for the play of the game that ended up punching in the final score of the night for Montpelier and put away this Ottawa Hills team tonight that hung around nicely. Did a good job of battling tonight. That's your play of the game, presented by McMahon's Best One Tire. And finally, the collision of the game tonight. A Logan Pontius hit in the first half for Montpelier is our Bat and Stevens collision of the game. A hard hit on Fineski as he was trying to turn a quarterback run into something, and good job by Pontius there. Bat and Stevens voted number 1 in the region as far as the best body shop is concerned on Independence Road in Jewel. Come in with confidence, drive out with satisfaction at Baton Stevens. Montpelier will drive on out of here 4-3 on the year, 3-1 in the TAC, and Ottawa Hills falls to 2-5 overall, 1-3 in the TAC. That is not a final score, by the way. Summerfield and Hilltop up with 3.5 minutes left, and the Cadets have the football, trying to put that one away. Again, next week for Montpelier, they'll be at Hilltop, while Ottawa Hills will host Summerfield, Michigan. For us, Week 8 will take us back to Edgerton in a GMC matchup. It's Fairview at Edgerton next Friday night here on B-Rock Sports. Once again, our final score tonight on homecoming night in Montpelier, and congratulations to Bria Friend, who was crowned the homecoming queen at Montpelier tonight. The Locos double up Ottawa Hills 36-18. Sit tight. The Midwest Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard show begins now on B-Rock Sports.